It's time for Battlefield 2042 with the Season 5 or whatever. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. I cannot climb that rock, that is a terrible start to the stream. If you're buying any game on the Xbox Store, the affiliate link in the video description takes you to the Microsoft Store and supports the content on the channel. There's the Amazon Store affiliate link for anything on Amazon. And, consider becoming a channel member, cool perks, emotes, icons, all that great stuff. Why not become a cool member? And yes, the internet is back and back to normal. Why the hell am I single-shotting my gun? Why did I jump off a roof? Why am I dead? Okay, that was a huge chain of mishaps, miscommunication, and death there. That was great. I know, it feels like it's been an eternity. You know, you take one day off and everyone's like, who's this guy? But, here we go, guys. I'm back in the game. Okay, how do I switch to fully auto? There we go. I was sitting there trying to figure out how you switch all the attachments on your guns, and it was just like, how do I do this? And I guess I turned my thing to single shot, which is not good for business. Oh, there's some sort of XP bonus on. Who cares? So is this like a reimagining of like Zakov or whatever from Battlefield 4? You know what I'm talking about? Like, it kind of looks like it, right? With two bases in the middle, and I can't be the only one thinking that it's kind of got that vibe, but obviously it's a very different style. But yeah, you know, you take one day off. Like, it's just, like, the network was terrible yesterday, so, you know. As you can tell, I've been slacking. But it does look like things are back to normal. Need to late your sleep for this. It's a highlight event, you know. I take one day off and everyone goes, it's the end of Sky, he's dead. What has happened to him? I actually had a lovely time. Didn't really get much done, but yeah, Diablo 4. Instagram hearts. I just don't like that it's like in the way of my like pinning. So when I make a first comment to create like a pin, it's like, you know, it blocks me being able to pin stuff, which drives me crazy. Yeah, and I can't read all the comments because they get covered over by this new emote thing. They need to move it, like, not where it is, somewhere else. It's a weird thing, but yeah, now it's on the desktop. So anyways, yeah, new season of Battlefield, new Battlefield content. We got this map, or whatever. I'm actually surprised they're still adding content to this game. You know, I kind of had uninstalled it because I figured we were done with this, but, you know, I guess we're back for a little bit more Battlefield, but, yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming this might be it for this game. I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. But I doubt they're going to keep trickling content out, but I kind of thought that earlier, and then, you know, we got how much more trickled content, so who knows what's gonna happen, right? Who knows? Push onwards. The dark hammer, more like the dead hammer. God damn it. Yeah, I know. I'm actually pretty freaking tired today. Zabad had a Dark Forest theme. Yeah, just because a map has a different aesthetic doesn't mean it's not the same map, essentially. But yeah, it definitely does seem like a spiritual successor in that regard. So, like, that actually is what I prefer, is when companies are bringing back old maps and old content. I prefer they try to do something new with it. I really like World at War. They had Cliffside, and then Black Ops 1, I think it was, brought Cliffside back, but they made it like a mini golf course. And it's like, just because the aesthetic changes, as long as the map design or the map concept stays the same, it's still, you know, thought of as that map. This isn't the exact same, but it's definitely like heavily inspired or a reimagining of that concept. I would say this isn't as good as that one, but, you know, interesting. I'm assuming they wanted, like, a tighter kind of map concept, which is interesting. Oh. But it's nice to be playing a shooter with the new controller. And I have grip. Yeah, because I've just been using the new controller with Diablo there, because it's been a Diablo fest, so it's nice to also play something a little bit different. Rode a catfish into battle? I can't say I've rode a catfish into battle into anything, not that I know of. Yeah, 2043, I doubt they'll do that kind of thing anytime soon. Season 6 and beyond, but is there going to be, like, new maps for other seasons, or is this, like, you know, because this even seems like a smaller map. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, the Summer Games Fest stuff. I was surprised so much was announced, because a lot of it actually was, like, essentially stuff that Xbox had at their conference in that last year, or things that you would assume Xbox was going to have at, like, their event. The Xbox must have, like, a pretty damn stacked show if some of this stuff was, like, pushed aside, like, party animals and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't see that there was new Alan Wake gameplay. I watched a few bit of trailers. Like, it was a very busy day. I had to get up really early to wait for the cable person, the internet, whatever person, technician. And great dude, we had a great time. Eventually I remembered it was the Bunnies guys. If you guys were here during the streams in April of, not this year, but like last year, 2022, the Bunnies were like, I think that's when it was. I don't know, I have pictures from that date of the Bunnies, you know, pictures of the Bunnies, so I assume it was around there. Yeah, they destroyed my cord, so yeah, it was the Bunnies. They ate the cord. Yeah. So it was amazing that the internet worked as long as it did, but yeah, as soon as dude cut the, because we got copper wires, because we don't have fiber in my neighborhood, because, you know, Telus is Telus. Terrible internet company, but the best we have. They cut the what was it? Oh god, it's so lazy. Anyways, so we got these two copper lines running through the yard, and they're not buried like they're supposed to be, because, you know, there's no point unless fiber comes, and you would bury a fiber line because it's a good line. But yeah, it's just this ridiculous two copper line going through the yard, and some bunnies snacked on it about a year back, and now it's just, you know. So anyways, cut the wire in two spots, tied it together, threw some electrical tape on it, and he's like, "You're good to go for now." And I was like, right on. And yeah, and then I did like a lot of driving and stuff today. So I didn't, like, I watched what I could watch, but like I had lots of stuff to do today. There was some driving around, I needed to get gas, I had to watch Transformers. There was a lot on the agenda today, and tomorrow I've got, I think, lots of stuff to do too. So it's very, very busy. Very, very busy time right now for me. You got new Wi-Fi? Good for you, man. No, it was the Bunnies. They destroyed the cord. They didn't. So like Shaw. There's Shaw Internet. Like, we have Ogliopolis in Canada, so it's kind of like, think of the Mafia, but there's like a few of them, and they bully the government, or, well, they pay the government off. That's what we have. So there's like Shaw or Telus is kind of your two options where I live. That's what you can get. So like Shaw's cords apparently are really tasty to bunnies and rabbits, I guess. But Telus, they have stuff in their cords that like the bunnies don't like, so the bunnies will bite it and they'll go, ugh. But it just so happens that the bunnies had bit the cord enough that they actually, like, had frayed it. So the guy, like, lifted the cord up to show me how bad it was. And essentially it was just kind of like, it faded to dust. Like, he just kind of lightly pulled it and the cord, like, disintegrated. It was like it got Thanos. I was like, oh my god. And, yeah, it was literally, it was the bunnies that destroyed it. I mean, he pulled a whole lot of the wiring from, like, the box, because it's, like, lazily put into our power box. It's a horrible setup. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, if you have fiber, you'd have no idea what this is like, but, like, copper wiring is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But, like, yeah, so he just, like, ripped out a whole bunch of the wiring at the box, reconnected it, and then where the bunnies had done it, he, like, retaped it, and then instantly the internet speed was fixed. How many bunnies do I have? I don't have any bunnies. We were having a thing in the city. There was, again, I think it was about a year ago, there was, like, an overabundance of bunnies that, like, were house bunnies that, like, escaped into nature. And they were everywhere. Like, I had, like, 2 or 3 that were, like, kind of quote-unquote almost my pets. Like, I'd throw them an apple. You know, if you were watching the streams then, because there's always exciting stuff going on in my life, I guess. But, you know, if you're watching the streams about a year ago, it was something we talk about, and I'd show off the bunnies. And if you're on the... If you go to my YouTube channel and you go to the YouTube Shorts, we have the shorts of the bunnies. You can see those bunnies. So, yeah, there was bunnies, and they were just, like, you know, just free-roaming bunnies. There was a few on the other side. It was, like, a territorial thing. We had our bunnies on this side, and you had to be careful, because when you went to drive your vehicle, the bunnies would be sitting under the car, because the car was warm during the winter and stuff. But, like, yeah, and then there was, like, a bunny plague that hit the city, and it, like, killed, like, almost all of them that were out in nature, because there was, like, an overabundance of bunnies, like, literally everywhere. Like, the city was almost having to go do something about it. But yeah, now the bunnies are gone, which is sad. I like to think that my bunnies, they were adorable little things. I like to think that they hip-hoppitied to greener pastures, but, I mean, I'll never know, and I don't need to know. But they were nice pets without having any responsibility of them being a pet. They were really kind, too. Hoppity-hoppity, sit for photos, sit for videos. They were great. Love those bunnies, man. Leave the bunnies alone. Bunny traps? Why would you put bunny traps down? They bit the wire, they never did it again, but it just so happened that it destroyed the wire. So yeah, I mean, I'm into guinea pigs, so I'm not really into bunnies. They're cool. They seem like the dopiest, yeah. I thought, like, bunnies are, like, the dopiest animal in the world. They're kind of funny, but yeah, no, I like the guinea pigs. Not that I want really any pets, but like I said, in the dating world, I think you gotta accept at least a dog. So, this is what it is. Yeah, the bunnies, they just kinda, I think they died, or bunny turf wars, all that kind of stuff. But, you know, it is what it is, and thanks for destroying the internet and wrecking my livelihood for a bit there, bunnies, but they were adorable creatures, and as I said, if you go on the YouTube stories, or not YouTube stories, the YouTube Shorts. I have a video clip. I think it's like, I don't know, under a minute, obviously because it's a short, but you can see those bunnies. They were cute little things, yeah. And now they're gone. But that's life. And, yeah, that's just, life just keeps on rolling. It is what it is, but it is nice to be back and having a connection that actually works, so I can stream and do my thing. I was like, it was so empty last night not being able to stream. I literally was kind of sitting there just being like, what do I do? It was really weird. Yeah, it was really strange. I wanted to watch a movie, but I ran out of time because I was like, oh, I guess I should record some stuff, and I was working on some stuff on the web, and there's been a lot of emailing back and forth, and yeah, I also was chatting with was it a Tinder match, which was fascinating. That kind of kept me company, so we'll see how that goes. She's really quite aesthetically pleasing, I'd say, and it's weird. She actually seems to have her life together. I have no idea how that will turn out. It probably won't at all, but yeah, I was really surprised because I was like, wow, they actually, like, it's somebody that has their life together. Usually the people I meet are, like, really, truly damaged. In the worst of ways, and it's like, yeah, it is weird to actually chat with someone that, like, has their life together. So that was fascinating. Yeah. Did I finish Diablo 4? Yeah, we did streams of all the Diablo, the whole Diablo campaign was streamed. Obviously you never finish Diablo 4. I mean, it just keeps going, so we're going to be doing more of it because I want to do the Cathedral of Light. But, like, you know, you don't really finish, quote-unquote, Diablo. It just keeps going. But we did finish the full story, It's 3 parts if you want to watch any of the stream of it, and we did it with the Necromancer. I think it's like 15 hours long or something like that. Yeah. So there you go, that's the bunnies and stuff. And then today, like I said, I had to get up early, so that was tiring. And then I got gas and... what else did I do? Yeah, I picked up some games. So $5 each. Remember Me. I love this game. It's really... Okay, I remember it being very, like, angering and difficult, and it, like, really pissed me off when I was younger, so I'm wondering if I'm going to feel that again. But, like, it is a Don't Nod title. I love Don't Nod games. I was told that Capcom owns the rights to this franchise, so Don't Nod will never be able to do a sequel, even if they'd like to. And the developer I talked to, because this would have been years ago when they were doing the E3 promo for Vampire, I was talking to the developer because I'm a huge fan of Don't Nod games. I love your games. So I was like, you know, could we get a, you know, is Remember Me 2? Is that something that can happen? And he's like, nah, that's because Capcom owns it and they don't have interest in it. And he also confirmed with me that Life is Strange 2 was in development. So I had the scoop on that one, like, years before it was even announced. I don't think people believe me, but... You know, when you go to E3, that's the whole point of going to, like, E3 and events within the industry, is you chat with people and you get, like, info and stuff. So, there you go, Remember Me. So we'll do a video of this soon, because, like I said, I like that game. So, I want to show it off. It's a really, really neat title, honestly. Like, it's the similar kind of Don't Nod, but, like, larger scale, and it's, like, you know, it plays around with time and rewinding time, and it's, like, a brawler thing. It's neat. Black Site Area 51 was another title. So that one, like, again, some of these I've been looking for a long time. Like, they're pretty expensive titles, so to pick them up for $5, the person was, like, really, really nice. It was some lady that I guess was, like, a hairdresser or something, and she's just like, oh, come in, dear, come in, you know, pick whatever you want and everything. I was like, oh, yeah, she was very friendly, and she's like, okay, thanks, and yeah. She's like, no one else has come. They keep saying they'll come, and they never do. And I was like, oh, okay, well... head on over. You know, it was actually a pretty long drive, but, you know, for Remember Me, it was worth it. Because that game usually, I think, people charge like $40 for it, is what I've seen. So, to me, that's a good deal to get that one. And Facebook Marketplace, guys, you wait for the right moment. You just, bam, you get some good stuff. I've been getting so many goddamn games. Anyways, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donations cool. You know, I gotta pay for these games somehow. Consider becoming a channel member. Cool perks, emotes, icons, all that great stuff. I mean, it's great to be a member. There's channel member gifting if you want to give the gift of channel membership. There's the Patreon option if you prefer that instead. There's the Xbox Store affiliate link for your Xbox Store purchases. And the Amazon Store affiliate link too for anything on Amazon. And GamerHeadquarters.com, I write stuff on my site occasionally. Like Transformers, which I'll be doing. Yeah, $5 each, man. Seriously, that's what I usually do. $5 is my max because that's like... I know I'll break even on it when I do videos on the channel. Like I said, I don't make a ton of money doing what I do, sadly. But, you know, it's like for $5 I can break even. The only game I have on my list where I'm like, I'll pay more for is King Kong. Because that one... I keep, like, seeing glimpses of King Kong, and it's like I keep missing out on it, or it costs too much. But man, I want that goddamn King Kong game just for the novelty of it. Yeah, Peter Jackson's King Kong. I also got a Blockbuster game new release full week rental? What? Do you want to guess what it is? It's Condemned 2 Bloodshot. So we did a video on the Series X for Condemned 1, but Condemned 2 is not backwards compatible. But now I got it. And Enslaved. So this one I've been wanting to try for a while. So there we go, Enslaved, which I think is was this Ninja? Yeah, it's a Ninja Theory game under Namco. Yeah, Namco. Is it supposed to be Bandai Namco? Was this before it? No, it says Bandai Namco at the back. So yeah, Enslaved. So $5 each. Pretty happy. Pretty good games. They weren't even like I have a list of games that I'm trying to like find. And it's like anything else is kind of just like, ooh, cool, I'll pick it up. I have like a bit of a problem considering I've bought probably 100 and something games, I think. But I keep getting like good deals on them, and I'm like, I'll make a video and then, you know, make money back on it or break even, and then, you know, I can make another video on it, you know, 5 years down the line again and maybe make some money off of it. Or I can do streams, and it's, It's an investment. I mean, some of them I got for like $2 the other day. There, I was showing off. I got like 4 games for $2 each, and yeah, it varies actually. Now I'm thinking I spent a whole lot of money, wasted a whole lot of money buying this stuff, but they're fun to do videos on, and I need something to do because most of the time I'm bored out of my goddamn mind. So yeah, those 4 games were from today. Contem 2 has a zombie bear? Oh, that sounds awesome. Some old games caught... Yeah, I mean, like, you know, when I do think of it, I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to spend this much on these games. But these games, some of them are worth a lot because they are rare games. And it's like, if you bought them, you should get your money out of them. And, like, honestly, someday, if I want to sell some of these games, or maybe some of them become backwards compatible and be available via digital, maybe I'll buy them that way, I'll probably sell each of these for $10 each. Well, some of them probably for more. I know how much they're actually worth, so I'll actually sit there and get money out of them. But, like, yeah, it's value that you see them. For me, it's like, you know, like somebody will be like, oh, Remember Me is worth like $40. And to somebody that wants to play it and wants to collect it or something, it is. But, like, to me, these games are, like, just something I'm doing a video on. Like, it's nice to have them, but it's not like I'm a collector being like, oh, I'm collecting them. It's like, I'm buying them so I can do a video on them to show you guys and talk about a game that I liked or discover a new game or showcase a game. That's why I'm buying them. So for me, they're kind of only worth $5 each because that's like a break-even point and stuff like that. So that's just kind of some perspective on, like, you know, what I think of stuff when I go to buy them. Except for that goddamn Peter Jackson's King Kong game. I really want to get that goddamn game, man. I've been looking for that one for freaking years, and I cannot find it at like a good value. So actually, that one I'm gonna put a little bit more money into if I do get my hands on it. But yeah. Anyways, I'll have to answer comments here in a sec. I'm just trailing off. Because, you know, if you do a few days of streaming and you don't, like, have chit-chat stuff, it's like, you have all these things to go over and talk about. And then we'll run out of things really fast on the stream. But I do have lots to go over. So we got that. Did you guys see the other games I bought the other day? I can't remember if... Because if you don't know, we've been having a lot of, like, internet connectivity issues, which looks like it's perfectly fixed because I've had no droppage or performance issues on my stream today, so that is awesome. Back to full storm, full gear. But I don't know, remind me if I haven't shown off, there was like Rogue Warrior and stuff. I have like another stack I bought the other day and I'd like to show those off and talk about them. But yeah, that's just kind of some perspective into what I'm doing in buying the games, is just to do videos on them, which is fun. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. So like my goal was over time, I was going to get rid of all my physical games and go like completely digital, right? But now it's like some of these games you can only get physically, right? So it's like, because I do video stuff and I like to show off different games, and I think that's kind of what I do on the channel, I've like started collecting them, and now my library of games for like 360 and the original Xbox is way larger than what it was at its like peak, which is hilarious. I would have, like, when I was younger, I would have dreamed of having so many goddamn games. Like, I've got so much to play. There's so much to play here. Like, I'm just looking at this huge stack, and there's like another stack in a box, and it's like, I've got so much stuff to play. I've got stuff I haven't even recorded yet, which is going to be awesome. I'm very much looking forward to it. Because it's like, I don't know if you guys have picked up on that, but I kind of just like playing games. Like, I really love just like playing something like new and different and just playing it and showing it. Like, it's just fun, like really enjoyable, and you never know if you're going to find something like really cool, and then it's like, you know, if it does well and I really like it, we'll do like a stream of it and stuff. Like, there's a few games that I've kind of like picked out where I'm like, oh, I want to do streams of this, and yeah, it's cool. I like games. Yeah. Hello there. Okay, let's see. We've got comments that I need to catch up on. Who, when I wake up? Dating is temporary, gaming is forever. Hello there. I mean, at some point, I need to get some sort of good relationship going. It's like, I don't mind, you know, being alone. I actually kind of like it. I don't... Because it's like, there's no real, like, constraints on my time. I don't have to support anyone. I like to. You know, I like to be that person that is, like, you know, a great addition to someone's life, a nice accompanying thing. But, like, I don't have to be. Like, a lot of people really need to be, and it's kind of like, I don't have to be. But, like, you know, if I do want to get to where I want to get in life, I do eventually have to get something going because, you know, it takes years to get married, it takes years to have kids, and I don't want to be, like, old when I have kids because that's just depressing. You know. I mean, I always could be that older guy that gets, like, a younger gal at some point. It's, you know, honestly, it's an option that I've seen now, but... Yeah, I find it's better to have, like, within your age range, and then you, like, challenge each other a bit more, and the struggles are similar, and you have, like, a similar backdrop, but, like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how things go. I'm not in a rush or anything, but eventually, like, you need people to go out and do stuff with, so, yeah. But video games, yeah, definitely, they don't go away or anything. Well, some of them do, but... Yeah, you can still play games and everything like that, which is nice. The funnier thing is when we're gonna get these consoles like 360s breaking down, and they'll sell like 360 emulator like console things. Like you know those like really old games, like they have not like emulators, but they have like these really old style, like throwback style consoles, so that they play your like Super Nintendo. You know, something like that. I bet we'll have someday for like 360. You know what I mean? Where it's like sort of. I think they're for like the Super Nintendo, and you buy it, and it like plays your games if you're like or you don't have a Super Nintendo, or your Super Nintendo broke or something, and it's kind of a thing. Yeah. So let's see, Bumble speedrun dating. I've never done Bumble speedrun dating. Bumble, I don't really love that app, but like I did chat with someone pretty good on there, and then yeah, I've talked about this, and then. They went and they did the White River rafting here, and then like they said they'd come back and let me know how it went, and then they just deleted their account and vanished. I think Bumble, I also had that one lady that had a lot of past abuse issues, so that wasn't a go, and then some other things. So Bumble hasn't been great. Inge is usually the best, I've noticed, but Inge, the quality isn't usually as good. And then recently some Tinder matches, which is a bit surprising, but I'm assuming that's because they're limiting how many matches you have, so now people are like a little better with their matches, or maybe I'm just finding more mature people that have their stuff together. I don't know. It's weird, but it is what it is. Life is Strange 2 to go on sale. I didn't really like Life is Strange 2. I loved Life is Strange. I loved Before the Storm. 2, I don't know, I just did not, like, it was okay, like, it was solid, it was good, but it wasn't, like, I didn't think it was at the same level as the other Life is Strange, and then, you know, Life is Strange True Colors was great as well, and, yeah. And I didn't like 2 as much. GameStop might go out of business. Well, you know I don't like GameStop, so the sooner they go out of business, the more I can celebrate. Facebook Marketplace is good. Yeah. You have a copy of King Kong? Must be nice. What do I think? I don't know what OfferUp is. Any remote chance of a Fallout? Unless they're like doing a Fallout collection at the Xbox Game Showcase, I would say no to Fallout. You won't have Fallout 5 until like 2030. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty confident you will see the Fallout 4 next gen update at the showcase. So if you want like new Fallout, I wouldn't expect a new Fallout until 2030. But if you're expecting like there should be the Fallout 4 next gen update, and there maybe would be a collection, like a remastered Fallout collection of like 3 in New Vegas. Maybe even like a Fallout 76 next gen update too. That one's a weird one. They keep dropping content updates and stuff for Fallout 76, and apparently it's grown larger than it ever has, but no next gen update. It's weird. It is, honestly. I don't get it. It was a terrible match. King Kong, a lot of games have auto HDR on them, I've noticed. Pay for the showcases to reach critical levels. Like I've been saying, I'm pretty sure this is going to be like maybe the best showcase Xbox has ever done, or it's going to be like, yeah, I think it's going to be one of the better ones they've ever had, or the best one they've ever done. Because like all the stuff that leaked today, and then like or the stuff they showed today and the stuff that leaked today, it's kind of like, if this is what they're sidelining, not even in their showcase, I'm wondering what is going to be in that showcase, because it's 2 hours long, so there's lots of crap for them to be able to show. So I do wonder what they're going to be doing. And we will be co-streaming it, so if you want to watch it with me, we will be doing that on Sunday. So you can join in, and we'll do a pre-show chat and then a during show, and don't worry, I don't talk or anything like that really during the show unless I'm like, woo! And there'll be a post show. But we're going to split it where the post show is a separate stream, but we'll have it where the main showcase leads into the post show, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have to delete the showcase. So if you want to grab clips and download them and stuff while we're doing it, make sure you do that, because like I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to delete the showcase, because Xbox was like of no help in regards to like setting that up and whether or not it's safe to stream. They were kind of like, do it at your own peril. Like one week they're like, oh yeah, we'll give you all the details and everything like that, and the next week they're like, here's what's the buoy thing? Here's like a safety. Oh my god, it ruins my quotation when I don't say it right, but you know when they throw the little circly thing that saves your life in the water? Is it like a buoy or something like that? They're like, yeah, they're basically, well, like, do it at your own peril, good luck, and I'm like, okay, so at least so that we can preserve the post-show chat. And Kevin has confirmed he will be present. He usually sleeps in, so he will probably be there for the post-show chat. Usually we have Mitchell, but he's busy helping someone move, so good for him doing that and stepping up to do that. Good for you, Mitchell. Good for you, Mitchell. I hope you enjoy that day. So, I don't know if I'm going to try to find somebody else to come in and do a chat, because usually we like to have 3 people, but like, we'll have a full chat thing for it. It'll be fun. Best Buy making a 3D avatar wave disc? I don't really buy discs, so I have no idea. Does this game look next gen? Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, 128 players, 4K 60, yeah, it looks pretty good visually. I mean, there's been better looking games since, but, you know, it looks fine. Yeah. The Fallout 4 Next Gen update. I was under the impression that the Fallout 4 Next Gen update was supposed to come out early in 2023, and the fact that we're like midway through 2023, it's kind of like, so I'm thinking it's gonna be like, so either it's a shadow drop, which I don't think they're necessarily gonna do, so it could be a shadow drop update, kind of being like, and it's available now, you know, that literally could be a thing. But I think it's going to be over the summer. It's going to be before Starfield, though, because they're going to want to get their Bethesda fans, like, hyped up, if that makes sense. And it's to extend the lifespan and the sales of Fallout 4, considering they're not doing another Fallout game again until, like, 2030. So, like, you know, this is extending the life of the game for Game Pass, extending the life of the game for console, for sales and selling it on, like, PlayStation, so, yeah. You know what would be actually hilarious is if they could pull off like a Switch port. Would be crazy. I don't think you could get that one running on the Switch though. Like it barely ran on like the Xbox One. So, god damn it, dude. I don't think they could. But anyways, I think it'll be sooner than later. Yeah. What percentage of games do I play and beat? Oh god, I have no idea. So, like, the best thing... I'm sorry you're having issues with playing this. Phantom Liberty... Phantom Liberty is going to be at the Xbox showcase. It wouldn't be at the game show. We gave the guy 5 for it, and they sold for almost 200. What are you talking about? I gave a guy money. Oh, you work at a pawn shop, and we find that they're weighing gold. Oh, the Silent Hill stuff. Yeah, Silent Hill is worth a lot of money. Like, Downpour, I've never seen for less than 40 bucks. And I've kept trying to get that one because it's backwards compatible. Same with, like, 50 Cent Blood on the Sand is, like, the holy grail of, like, backwards compatible games. I've never seen it less than $100. I've only seen it, like, twice, so it's, like, yeah. Percentage of games that I finish, I, like, all the achievements, very, very low, but, like, finishing the story and stuff, a lot of them. Like, quite, like, it actually surprised you. I've played a lot of games and actually done a lot of them. But for, like, videos, it's sort of like a good key marker is if I add review to the title, typically means that I've finished a game or put enough time into a game where I'm comfortable in, like, saying that this is reviewed. If it's just a gameplay, it's just a gameplay. It's one of those games where I kind of played it for a bit and I was like, I'm just gonna make a video of this just to show it off so I can like check mark my, you know, content sent in for companies and that's it. And that's fine. It's like not every game I need to sit there and play all of it. Not every game is worth me sitting there and playing all of it. So, yeah, that's kind of a good rule of thumb, I think, on that. Why is, like, all of our team, like, quit, or are those guys just dead? I think X's, they're just dead. So our team just, like, really sucks or something? Like, we don't have any kind of momentum. I'm gonna go into regular rotation after this match, I think. Or actually, we should try Breakthrough. I think we'll have this. Yeah, we might do a Breakthrough match or two and then go into regular map rotation. I've had my fill of this level. I'd say. Yeah, I've had my fill of this one. And it hasn't gone well at all. Actually, did we win the first match? I think we might have won the first match. So, anyways, what else is there? Is this game worth the play if you have Game Pass? If you like Battlefield, honestly, it's just another Battlefield game. It's not as good as like other Battlefields, but it's fine. You know, they reworked a lot of it. There's nothing like inherently wrong with it other than it's just kind of like okay. So like if you like Battlefield, you might have some fun playing this for a bit. And they have added a lot of maps and a lot of content, so it's like it's a lot more full. And they got rid of all the crashing and stuff. So like, you know, it's okay. It's alright. CD Projekt, well, Microsoft has the marketing Cyberpunk. They always have, so that's why it'll be at the Xbox showcase. And yes, traditionally, Microsoft and CD Projekt Red have had a long working relationship because Xbox also had the marketing for The Witcher 3. And I think maybe something to do with The Witcher 2, right? Because The Witcher 2... Was The Witcher 2 exclusive? I can't remember if it was exclusive or not. But, yeah, so CD Projekt Red has like, had a long-term relationship with Microsoft. Which is why I always find it hilarious when people are like, oh, PlayStation's buying CD Projekt Red. I'm like, no, they're not. Like, I really don't see that. It's just not happening. Anyways, yeah. I have a large achievement score, beat Major Nelson. Well, I mean, his job is to actually do work. If anything, my achievements have kind of been sidelined. I don't achieve as much as I used to because I have to do videos and I do the live streaming and I do day-to-day stuff and live and all that. So it's a lot of work. Yeah, I try my best. In-person showing of the Direct? Oh, like the Xbox FanFest stuff? Yeah, I saw some other Canadian outlet people got like invited to the showcase. They're flown out. I think they were flown out to the showcase. I don't know for sure if it was a company thing, but I saw a couple of them were getting, you know, were sent to the fan fest for Xbox in like LA, and I was like, well, I'm like, is it because of my comments about Redfall, calling it one of the worst games ever and an embarrassment to the Xbox platform? Well, I stand by that because, you know, if I'm not honest in my business and my work, I'm not doing my job correctly, but you know, I guess I should suck up more, I suppose, but yeah, I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. But no, we'll have fun co-streaming it, because the previous year, they flew me out to Toronto for it, which was very nice of Xbox to do that. Yeah, because that's what happened, is we were going to co-stream it, but they flew me out to it last year, but not this year. This year it's not happening, but I guess it would have been cool to go, but I don't know how it really works. Like, is it back to like E3? Because I used to go to the showcases all the time. You know, I'd go to E3 for Xbox, and I did that 5 times, and I'd go every year. I'd go and be invited to the Xbox. Like they'd have like a theater place. Used to be the Gallon Center, and then it was the Microsoft Theater, which I think used to be the Dolby Theater, but Microsoft bought the theater. So yeah, that's kind of how that went. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, Witcher 2 only PC and Xbox. So like CD Projekt Red has had a long relationship with Xbox. Like a lot of people don't actually even think of the legacy stuff that Xbox used to have. Like, you know, Mass Effect 1 was an exclusive. BioShock was an exclusive. The Splinter Cell franchise was always tightly with Xbox, and I believe Conviction was an exclusive. And not to mention the various Valve titles, the various, what were some of the other games? Because I've been watching the old Xbox conferences, or I was, you know, until the internet was out and all my work's been thrown off, my whole schedule's been messed, but, you know, like, there was a lot of big franchises that had, like, a long legacy and stuff with Xbox. Because, you know, you always hear about all these things where it's like, well, Final Fantasy belongs to PlayStation, and it's like, well, why don't these franchises belong to Xbox in the same way, right? It's weird to me. Very, very weird. And it's like some of these partnerships, they go back a long time, and Xbox did spoil some of them as well. You know, like with Remedy, I think they, that was a bad relationship to let go astray, but, you know, it happens. But, like, CD Projekt Red, like I said, like, there's a huge legacy there. If they were to, like, sell, which I don't think they will because, you know, part of their actual part of the GDP of Poland, but, like, they'd probably go to Xbox. Or they'd go to, like, Amazon or something. I don't see PlayStation buying that company. Because these companies, they tend to work with companies they know. Oh, sorry. It's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Cool perks, emotes, icons, all that great stuff. It's like $1 to join. Why not become a channel member? There's channel member gifting. The Patreon option. The Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times. The Xbox Store affiliate link for Xbox Store purchases. Might as well support the channel. We did do a Deals Unlocked stream the other day there, so that's up if you need suggestions for the Deals Unlocked. I kind of go through the best sales in the last few minutes of that video as well, if you need, like, just quick, you know, tips and stuff. There's the Amazon affiliate link for your Amazon purchases. And yeah, that's everything. And like I was saying, like, these companies, they tend to go, especially for, like, buyouts and stuff, they tend to go with the companies they've worked with for a long time. So, like, Bethesda, you know, I know a lot of people are, like, really mad about it from, like, you know, the PlayStation side of things, because the games are going to be exclusive, but, like, Bethesda and Microsoft have had, like, the tightest of relationship. Like, Bethesda literally wouldn't have gotten to the size they were if it wasn't for Xbox supporting them with, like, Morrowind being exclusive, Oblivion being, I think, partially exclusive, timed exclusive, something like that. And, you know, not to mention all these other properties that grew alongside Xbox. So that's like an organic relationship. I love hearing that word too when it comes to, like, PlayStation purchases. But, you know, it was an organic relationship with Bethesda and Xbox. People just forget about it because they played, like, Skyrim on PlayStation or they played, like, Fallout on PlayStation. But, you know, Xbox also had the marketing rights and the reveal rights and everything for Fallout 3 and for Fallout 4. And, you know, it was a long relationship. It was only during, like, the PS5 era where they started, like, buying up all the, you know, getting the time exclusivity on Bethesda stuff, because Bethesda, you know, needed a buyer. So they went with Xbox, because that's the people they've worked with. And the same with Activision. Call of Duty 2 was an exclusive to Xbox, if you didn't know that. On the 360, Call of Duty 2 was. And Call of Duty, originally, the marketing and everything like that, was with Xbox. It was essentially an Xbox franchise that Xbox lost the rights to. Same with a lot of the other Activision titles, were strongly tied to the Xbox brand. And so was Rock Band 2. Did you know Rock Band 2 was a timed exclusive? If you're not in the did I talk about joining the Discord? If you're not in the Discord, I've literally been doing the chats during it. But, like, Rock Band 2 was a 1 month timed exclusive for Xbox, which is hilarious. That one killed me. I was like, why would you do that? Anyways, so Xbox had a lot of, like, close. Will Sony acquire Take-Two? No, that would never fly. It wouldn't. They don't have the money for it. It would be too much of a buyout for them. They couldn't make it happen. Not to mention, I don't think the legality of that would go over. I think, because, like, Microsoft had a hard enough time buying Activision, and, like, you know, Xbox is not high in the market, but, like, I don't actually think PlayStation would be allowed to buy Take-Two. I really don't. A, I don't think they have the money for it. B, I don't think it would get through the legality of the red tape, because during the Activision buyout, PlayStation has kind of carved out this sort of market where PlayStation is the dominant force in the market. And, you know, a lot of regulators are going to look at all this info that's come out during this Activision Blizzard purchase, and they're basically going to be like, well, you have, like, 80% of the market in, like, Europe. Why would we let you buy Grand Theft Auto? So I don't see that being a thing that they're going to be able to achieve. I just don't. Something like Square, which apparently they look like they're a bit in trouble. I could see PlayStation getting Square. But not Take-Two. No, definitely not. And keep in mind, the person that made the rumor for Take-Two being bought by, like, Sony is a nobody. It was some, like, lumberjack loser on Twitter. He has no insight. He has no knowledge. He's literally a nobody. I'm telling you that straight up. I love to point this out. My grandmother has more insider knowledge and know-how from me than that dude has. Straight up. So it just, like, it's not a good rumor. It's a really bad one. And like I said, the guy that originated that one literally has less insider knowledge than my grandmother does. So that's straight up there. just so that you are aware. Do I think the deal? I think the deal will go through. I'm pretty confident Microsoft's gonna make this happen. I was a little shaken there, but then when I started reading all about this stuff and like Microsoft actually talking about like pulling Activision out of like the UK, because I follow like because you know we talk about this deal, we've talked about the Activision Blizzard deal steady since it happened. So this has been like literally, and it sounds silly, but it's literally been my life for like a year and a half. This has been like one of the big things every day I followed. I have multiple forums that I cross-reference stuff. I have Twitter accounts that I cross-reference. And I think the biggest thing I learned from hearing about like Activision actually potentially being pulled by Microsoft from the UK was that the people that do opinions or the people that put in their little thoughts and stuff online and in the forums and that, they don't know what they're talking about. So I'm going to do more of a job of focusing on what I believe in and what I feel is going to happen based on actual like the sources and everything that come up, and I'm going to work more and more on coming to my own conclusions on this setup because, yeah. Because, you know, I was pretty gung-ho on it happening, and then it got blocked, and I was like, oh, they can't get by this. But now I'm like, they're actually pushing to get by this. So you know, it's something I always like to say. You always bet on the trillion-dollar company. Because they have the money and the resources to make it happen. So, yeah. I think Microsoft has more than shown that they want this deal to happen. And I think they're going to fight tooth and nail to make sure it happens. And I think it will happen. I'm pretty confident they're going to get this done. I'm also looking at the stock because it's like a very tempting amount of money, but it's also like, it's a weird thing because it's like you can make a quick 15 USD per share, but it's like, so if the deal doesn't happen, the Activision stock is gonna tank, so you're gonna lose a lot of money. But Activision is a very big company because even if Microsoft doesn't buy them, Activision will bounce back and they'll be worth even more than they're worth now. It's Call of Duty. I mean, look at Diablo. Diablo is fucking huge right now. That game is crazy. Activision set Canada on fire to advertise Diablo 2. Like, it's huge, and Call of Duty is big every year. And you know what? Call of Duty is not slowing down. There's a lot of people out there that'll be like, oh, Call of Duty's dying, blah, blah, blah. They have no idea what they're talking about. Call of Duty is bigger and larger every goddamn year. Their off years, like Vanguard and stuff, are still the #1 game in the world. Call of Duty's going nowhere. So eventually the stock will go up. So it's like, for me, it's a gamble of being like, if I buy the stock, I could get a quick payout, which would be nice. It'd be an extra good chunk of money. But if it doesn't go through, then I'd be stuck with stocks that I have to wait probably a few years before they bounce back. And then I could sell and actually maybe, you know, make a profit or whatnot. But it's like, you know, as I've said, I want to get like a house. So like I need my money. And it's like, I don't want to tie my money up in stocks that might sit there for a few years. It's quite a gamble. It's very hard to do. I've talked with my grandmother about this, and it's hilarious, because she actually knows about my thing, and she's like, you know, only gamble money you have to lose and stuff, but she's like, it does seem like a good deal, and I'm like, god damn it. It's very, very funny. But, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Very, very interesting. So that's kind of how that goes through. I think the deal's going through. I think Microsoft's going to make it happen. I shouldn't have lost faith at all, but it was a dark time with Redfall and all that stuff, but yeah, they'll get it done. I'm very confident in it. Yeah. Because otherwise they would have just kind of like been like, oh well, we tried and given up, but they're lobbying and stuff. They'll make this happen. Don't get your sources from, like, so it's more like, don't trust people's opinions that act like they know, or trust like multiple people's opinions that act like they know, because they really don't. They don't, you know. Like, even the people that are like trusted sources don't really know. And I've mentioned this a few times. I have really, really struggled to find an unbiased opinion on this deal. Because when I get facts, I want facts that are like not opinionated. And it drives me crazy that I can't find somebody that follows this deal that doesn't have a crazy amount of bias. So there's like the Foss Patents dude that does the Twitter stuff and blah blah blah. And a lot of people, I don't know, they have different thoughts on him. But he really wants the deal to go through, because I believe he has a financial stake in it or something. But, like, he wants the deal to go through. So he, like, talks with, like, too much excitement for the deal. He's like, oh, Microsoft's gonna get this and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's cool to have that enthusiasm, but, like, it's not an unbiased source. And then there's this IDIS and Reset era, which is, like, a forums that I, like, monitor for this kind of stuff. And he's, like, he plays it, like, really middle, but you can tell he's against the deal. You really can. So you can tell he doesn't want the deal to go through. But, you know, he does seem to get reports really early, which is weird, and I don't know how he's accessing that, because a lot of them are, like, paid. Well, so I don't know how that guy has that kind of access, but he does. And it's like, yeah, and then there's this other forum, which is, like... what the hell is it called? It's the other... It's not Reset Era, but it's the other one. And it's just toxic chat. Like, it's worthless. It's actually worthless. I've stopped even looking at it. I didn't even look at it much either, but it's just, it's like 4chan levels of, like, ugh. No offense to you that use that, but yeah, so it's like, it's so hard, and it's been nigh impossible to find someone that's not biased. Because if you guys don't know, the best thing you can get when you're trying to find information on things is unbiased sources. You want someone that doesn't have a stake on it, doesn't want it to go through either way, because they're going to provide you good, accurate information that you can actually kind of be like, okay, so these are the odds of this happening, these are the odds of this not happening. That's important. And then, you know, I think in life everyone has a bias, but the idea of, like, I think any good researching or really any good work of, you know, similar to what I'm trying to do for tracking this, is finding an unbiased source, or a source that's unbiased as possible. And it's impossible to do that. It's driving me frickin' crazy, dude. I've tried, like, again, I've been following the deal for well over a year and a half now, because it's been my life following this deal. I'm gonna feel so empty when it's done. So empty. Yeah. You should stop looking at that. I definitely do not do 4chan, no. I'm not interested in that. I'm on Reddit, but apparently I'm gonna be done with Reddit soon, too. So, like, NeoGAF, yep, that's the one. NeoGAF, that place is toxic scariness. It really is. Like, I was looking through it, I'm like, oh my god. This is terrifying. And you may have a different opinion, but, like, I was just like, oh my god. And it was, yeah, so I don't go on there anymore, because the people there seem a little unhinged, honestly, from what I was reading. At least from these different posts that I was looking at. And, but thank you for actually knowing what I was talking about. What was I going to get to? So unbiased sources are the best, because you want something where you can get information that isn't, like, heavily thrown with, like, opinion. Because obviously, you know, I'm going to have a bias, and I'm very honest on that, too. You know, I want the deal to go through, because, like I said, it sets me up for life. I work closely with Xbox, I cover Xbox stuff. This would be fantastic for me. I literally would be set for life, for what I do, if this deal goes through. It's very important to me. I want it to go through. And, you know, like, I'm telling you that honestly, because it's important to what I do for my work, and it'd be great. You know, as long as I'm working with Xbox and close with Xbox. Fucking awesome. You know, like, Call of Duty marketing, you know, that's the holy grail. You know, first party Call of Duty on Game Pass. Like, yeah, not to mention, like, all that other stuff, you know, like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot and Tony Hawk and, you know, all that great Activision stuff. Like, that'd be huge. Huge. It'd be great. I'd love it. Yeah. Diablo, yeah. The hacker known as 4chan, that one kills me. Do I check out Japanese gaming sites? Sometimes. Some of my stuff has been posted there. My Red Dead comparison video is on there, and one of my Monster Hunter videos is on there too. And, yeah, people were relatively nice, because I translated the comments, because they assumed everyone was going to be really hostile, but no, they were very nice. Yeah. But I have heard they're like, ugh, towards Xbox and stuff, because Xbox needs to do a better job of building their presence in other parts of the world. They do, yeah. They're too American-focused, and it works, but, you know, you need to increase your influence. Bad Company 2 is awesome, man. I love Bad Company 2. It's, like, my favorite of the franchise. You think it'd be good for Call of Duty? I think it'd be good for my business. IO Interactive. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a good one. There's a few companies, we've talked quite a few times in regards to, like, companies I'd love to see under the Xbox brand and banner. You know, like a Sobo, IO Interactive, stuff like that would be great. And I think I'm caught up on that stuff. N4G. I used to post on there a bit, like, opinion stuff. Yeah, that site is toxic, and they do not like Xbox. I don't know how many times I've mentioned this, but, like, in general, gaming media does not like Xbox. Everything is tougher for them, which is, you know, kind of like, oh, it's a $1 trillion company, but, like, it really, because, you know, I go to events, and I go and I do stuff, and I talk to other people, and there is, and I've seen it firsthand multiple times, there is an inherent bias against Xbox and gaming. There is. There really genuinely is. It sounds silly, it sounds dumb, but no, I've seen it so many times in so many different places and during events and stuff that I've gone to. So, it's an uphill battle. And I do think, you know, honestly, a lot of the complaints I think are warranted because Xbox hasn't had, like, a good 10 years, really. It's been pretty bad. I think anyone can, like, objectively look at, like, Xbox's output and, like, all the issues and stuff over the last 10 years. It's not been good. It was looking a little better this year until they dropped Redfall on us. And, yeah, it's kind of funny because, like, it takes time to build up goodwill. It really does. Like, and they were doing it, you know? They gave us GoldenEye, they did an amazing Age of Empires 2 port, Hi-Fi Rush was awesome, just awesome. I'm dying, my voice is dying. I'm not used to talking because, you know, my stream's cut out. But, you know, Hi-Fi Rush was great, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Then we're gonna have Redfall, Redfall's gonna be great, and, you know, big Xbox showcase, and then we got, like, Starfield and Forza, but, you know, and then Forza got delayed, and Starfield, you know, we haven't seen much of, you know, is it gonna run at 60 FPS, because, you know, Redfall didn't, and Redfall was hot garbage, and, you know, it shakes your confidence. The thing is like, PlayStation, aside from their showcase, which was really bad and totally unlike PlayStation, but, like, PlayStation has, like, earned goodwill. Like, if PlayStation, like, released, like, a Redfall game or two, I'd be like, yeah, no, this sucks, but I'd be like, they're probably gonna put out good stuff because that's, you know, they built that consistency. Whereas Xbox hasn't earned that, and they still have a lot of work to do on earning that, I would say, yeah. So I'm thinking the showcase is pretty good. I've heard it's just gonna be full of bangers and stuff. It's gonna be great. Japan had the cool 360 shoot 'em ups. See, the thing is like, Xbox had, like, a really, really good setup with Japan back in the early 360 era. And while I don't know if it necessarily got them sales in Japan, I think it actually did help set the stage for Xbox to be so dominant in the 360 era for as long as it was, just because of those crazy partnerships. So it's like, I think a big problem Xbox has is they're very risk adverse, a lot of companies are, and, like, sometimes you have to do loss leaders. You have to have a Costco hot dog out there. And I think Xbox and Microsoft are just too, like, kind of, like, again, risk adverse to try something crazy or to lose money on something, because sometimes you have to lose money just to look good or have an acclaimed game or have, you know, sort of a status. Sometimes you got to do that, and that's the 360 with, like, all the Japanese games was showing, like, hey, we've got the support going, right? Because, you know, they had brought Final Fantasy over, and, you know, they had, like, Lost Odyssey, and was it Eternal Sonata, and there was Enchanted Arms, and because I bought that stack of games for, like, $2 each the other day that's sitting over there. So, like, you know, they were trying, and it's like, they don't really do that now, and it's like, you need to, they claim they do, but, like, Game Pass kind of pays for it, and you need to sometimes waste money on a project that's not necessarily going to pay out a lot just to look good and just to showcase things. And it's like, I'd like to see them take more risks, but not the kind of risk that's like Redfall. Jesus Christ, somebody at Xbox should have stepped in. Phil Spencer could have paid me $5 to come out and play Redfall for 15 minutes, and I could have told him to scrap that game. I'm not even kidding. I'd do it for $5. I'd come and I'd be like, no, what the hell are you thinking, man? And yeah, if anything, they did luck out a bit, because I think the conversations changed because Gollum was so bad. But man, that was Holy, that was, to me, the Redfall was like a brand damaging release. Some people are like, oh, it's not that bad, but that game was atrocious. That is like, it was literally one of the worst games I ever played till I played Gollum. Gollum. And it's been a while, so be sure to like the stream. Subscribing is great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Perks, emotes, icons, all that great stuff. There's channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times, because YouTube won't let you know when I'm streaming, but Discord will. There's the Xbox store affiliate link and the Amazon store affiliate link too. And people do actually channel the Discord now, which is nice. Lovely content. Oh, thanks. Game Pass a risk? Game Pass is a loss leader. So, I don't know how to describe this. You look at the streaming market, but the streamers are starting to get cheap, so they're cutting back. But the idea is you spend a lot of money as a company that has the ability to spend a lot of money, Microsoft, and you create a new form of competition within an industry. You create a subscription. So you take losses, quote unquote, on the sales of your games on the premise that you are going to create a Netflix of gaming. So it is a risk in terms of like financial. It's like a bit of a money pit until you get, you know, X amount of users. But it's not like, it's sort of like movies. You know, they make a movie where they're like, yeah, this, you know, this movie is probably going to lose us money, but we get huge acclaim for it. That's like the Dune movies, or like, you know, Blade Runner 2049, or you get what I mean, those like acclaimed movies. It's like you're not necessarily going to make money, but it gives you prestige, and sometimes it's worth it to earn prestige over a money loss, because it's like a different way of making money, because it's more of like a long-term thing. You take a short-term loss, and then that's kind of Game Pass too, is that model. But I wouldn't say Game Pass is really risky. Like, they are making good money off of it, and they will make lots of good money off of it, and it's a smart way to actually compete in an industry where they're struggling to compete. It's a new way for them to compete and get guaranteed money to fuel their developers, essentially, to do different projects and stuff. But it's not the same as what I'm trying to explain, essentially. It's just because sometimes you need to make a prestige property that might lose you money, but might gain you industry respect, or might be like, oh, look at that, like Microsoft taking a big risk, making something different and unique in that. And that can in turn make your fans happy because they got something big and cool to play. It can attract developers that are like, well, they're willing to take a chance on something really weird. And that sometimes is worth more than necessarily, like, you know, making money. But every company needs to make money. You know, you get what I'm trying to say there. Yeah, Redfall was terrible. Oh yeah, Persona. We'll have to talk about the Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon, all that stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the comments while also doing all my big spieling and talking about myself. I love doing that. So anyways, yeah, I think we're about caught up on that. So that's what I'm trying to say, is it's just like, because if you don't follow the movie industry, you have really no context into what I'm talking about. But they take big risks on, you know, these filmmakers that make movies that people love, just to be like, hey, that was we did this, we're proud of this film, we support creatives. And Xbox, I don't think, have really done that like, they're trying to do that a little bit more with Game Pass funding it, but like, not to the degree that I think they were doing during the 360 era, by funding those risky, you know, look, that's the Bad Company 2 smiley face. That's awesome. I love that. It's like a fun twist on it. Sorry, I got totally sidetracked. That's adorable. But that's what they need to do, is these more risky projects. Yeah. The Xbox brand. The Xbox brand was created because it was pitched to Microsoft, and, well, pitched to Bill Gates, that Sony has a computer in the living room. And, you know, Microsoft, the PC is their bread and butter. And essentially, they looked at this and they're like, well, we're not going to let someone else have a computing system in the living room and, you know, not have us be there. That's why Xbox exists. Seriously, that you can go read the history of it. That's literally why the brand exists, is just so that Sony couldn't have a foothold in computing in the living room. A space that Microsoft wouldn't be present. That's why the Xbox exists. essentially, in a nutshell. You can literally trace everything back to that. And also, hilariously enough, accidentally, basically Microsoft killed Apple Gaming because they bought Halo. So, yeah, kind of funny. Transformers. Yeah, I watched Transformers today. So I was like, so they didn't do a screening here where I live. They didn't do a screening of Transformers. I won't spoil the movie, don't worry. But so like I used to do screenings, and basically Paramount is really good for this. So always a big thanks to Paramount. They've always been one of the more supportive movie publishers, movie studios to work with. Paramount has always been great. They've always treated me very well. But like, yeah, essentially they weren't screening it here, which sucks. But yeah, so they offered me a free ticket to go watch it, and they're like, pick your day, pick your theater, pick your seat, whatever. And I was like, okay, because I was busy yesterday, so I didn't get to go yesterday. But I was like, you know, because I was, you know, I've been having the internet problems with Telus, and I've had to deal with that, which took so much of my time. So yeah, that's basically, I was like, okay, let's go do this. So I did all the wire stuff in the morning to get the internet fixed, and I did all the stuff during the day that I had to do, and, you know, then I went and watched the movie at like 6 something, and it's like, what my review thoughts, if you've watched one Transformers movie, you've watched them all. It was just really meh, like, I don't know, if you liked it, cool. To me, I was so bored, because I was just like, it's literally just like every other movie I've ever watched. I grew up with Beast Wars, so it's like, it's cool, but like, there was way too many characters, and it was just kind of like, ugh, I was just like, ugh, another movie. The tease thing, because you know the movies, they always have a tease thing. The tease thing was very, very good. That's a very surprising direction that they're going to take the series if they're going to do a sequel. I don't know how this one's tracking for box office. I'm very curious to see how it's going to do. Speaking of which, Indiana Jones is tracking horribly at the box office with bad reviews. I don't know how that's going to go. Disney is having a bit of trouble this year with their box office. You know, like, it looks like Indy's going to underperform. It looks like Elemental's going to underperform. And I've got a screening for Elemental. My first screening in a while. I'm gonna drag my sister along. We're gonna go watch Elemental. Speaking of which, Cineplex here, they got rid of the Stella Artois, so now I don't have a beer to drink while I'm watching the movies. And they're like, oh, we got a new supplier, and I looked at the beers. I'm like, I don't want freaking Coors. Get out of here. It sucks. I like my Stella in my movies. Literally, that was like one thing I look forward to when going to the stupid Cineplex, which has gotten worse and worse in quality. And they're a monopoly in Canada. Was like they had Stella that you could buy and drink. And now it's like Coors Light and stuff. It's like, I don't want this. I drink better beer than this. This is ridiculous. So yeah, Cineplex sucks. Yeah, which you know also sucks, because I love going to Cineplex. I went, like, so many, all my movie memories are at Cineplex theaters. Seriously, all of them. My entire life I've been going to Cineplex movie theaters. And you know, they made this change from Stella in January, which shows how often I go to the movies now, which sucks, because, like, if you don't know, I review movies, or did a lot of reviewing movies over the years, watched like thousands of films, and it's like, you know, when growing up, that's what you did. You went to Cineplex, and I'm sure in the US you guys have different chains, but like, so yeah, that's like literally my whole life of movie going has been going to Cineplex theaters over the years, and it sucks now. It sucks. Which is sad, but yeah, Transformers, it's just so meh, man. It's not Michael Bay, it's someone else, but it's just like, you can kind of tell what's happening now, but it's so boring what's happening that you're just kind of like I predicted the whole movie before the movie started. It was so like, ugh. Like, if you want to watch the robots go and smash stuff, and the beasts are there, but they don't have any character development, or you don't know who any of them are because there's too many characters, it's like, yeah, go for it. It's fun, and you know, and that stuff, and it's just like, man, I don't know. It was way better than the last few Michael Bay movies, but man, they lost. Like, Bumblebee, I really liked Bumblebee with Steinfeld there. That movie was really good. But yeah, they lost something between Bumblebee and this one. So better than the last few Michael Bay ones, but like, just kind of meh. Like, it was a movie, is the best way I can describe it. It was an action movie. That was that Transformers movie. But it was very nice of Paramount to, you know, give me a ticket and stuff, so I definitely did appreciate that. It was nice to watch a movie, you know? It was really nice. I like watching movies. I like to go and, you know, you can get... You know, movies is really cool. I talk very passionately about my film, but it's incredible, because it's like, it's a communal experience where hopefully people aren't being dumbasses and playing on their phones and stuff, but, you know, you can go get lost for a few hours. It's great. You can be in some other world doing some other thing, and that's great. The same with video games, but yeah. So movies, I think, are more accessible, though, because you just watch. Everybody takes something different from a movie. Anyways, yeah, films are great. Love films. Hello there. Okay, let's see what we got here. E.T. with long necks. What is E.T.? Was it IMAX? No, we only have like one IMAX, and it's crappy. No, we have this thing called AVX, and it's like the full experience. It's you pay more for it here. Yeah, no 3D, no Dolby Atmos, which sucks. Yeah, it looked good though. Except there was, I don't know if it was like a fly, but there was like a black dot on the screen that showed up like halfway through. I think it was a fly, because completely took me out of the movie, because, you know, you can't see it in explosions and everything, but whenever there was a character talking and their face was there, there'd just be like this black dot. I was just like, really couldn't take it seriously. But and the theater was pretty empty. It was like half empty, and this is like an early showing. Usually the early showings, all the fans go and they watch it. And usually Transformers is pretty busy, so I really don't know how this is gonna do in the box office. But yeah, I was a little, I was just there by myself, and I was like, somebody was sitting in my seat, and I'm like, and they're like, oh, we don't go to movies often. I'm like, come on, they've had assigned seats in movies for like 7 years. Like, come on, guys. But yeah, just kind of sat out there and watched the movie. It was nice, you know. You kind of forget about things. You enjoy the air conditioning, and yeah, it was good. Video of a family going in a backyard. What? Xbox a beta test for PC gaming? Not really. Oh, the UFO stuff? I don't know about that stuff. I feel like if there's actual, like... Okay, so statistically, I am in the support that there definitely are, like... There's gonna be some kind of sentient life out there. Or life out there, because statistically there has to be in a universe so vast. But, like, the stuff where it's like, oh, UFOs and everything, it's like, I just don't believe in that kind of stuff. Like, where people are like, oh, look at this, look at that. It's like, the truth is out there. It's like, yeah, that's cool for the X-Files, but, like, if there was actually, like, aliens and stuff, straight up, you would probably know about it. Like, it would just be very common knowledge, and I don't know, I think it's kind of just, like, silly how this stuff's all done, but, like, if there legitimately was, like, a contact and stuff like that, you would know about it in general stuff, and all that conspiracy stuff to me is just kind of silly. Like, the old man there, he watches so much of the Cottage channel, which has no goddamn cottages. God, that drives me crazy. It's all, like, ancient aliens and stuff, and it's just, like, that conspiracy stuff, I think, is just ridiculously silly. So I kind of feel like that too, and it's been on Reddit, and I've just kind of been looking and just sort of ignoring it, but, like, you know, if there's more attraction in that, I don't know, I'll keep an eye on it, but eh. Unless there's something really cool alien-wise, I just, like, there's so much other crap I have to deal with in a day-to-day, and, you know, I think nowadays, even before COVID, life is just random chaos. It doesn't make sense, so, you know, aliens, I'm just kind of like, oh, whatever. As long as I keep, you know, getting to play my games and do my work and go get my Costco hot dog, I could care less if there's aliens doing, you know, flying into people's backyards or something, whatever. I just really don't care. You know, call me when it's like Independence Day or something like that. Otherwise, I can't be bothered. I really can't. Like, it's probably fun for some people, but, like, I just don't care. I really don't. So there you go. But I'm glad you enjoyed Transformers. They made a loss getting into the gaming industry. The Xbox still makes losses getting into the gaming industry. Yeah. Something about E.T., aliens, coffee time. It was all over the news. I don't know, maybe in like the US and stuff. There's like forest fires here, and there's like chaos, and you don't have to deal with other people. And it's just like, unless there's something where it's like literally aliens are invading, I just really, like I said, I don't care. I can't be bothered. Like, if like an alien landed in the backyard, I'd be like, what do you want, man? Please don't wreck the internet, I just got it fixed. I have a lot of work today. What do you want? The alien would be like, aren't you amazed? I'd be like, I don't have time for this. You want to be a guest on the live stream, maybe? I would just be like, oh. You know, either you're here to lay some fiber internet or you can fuck off. Would be my thoughts to an alien. Oh, God. Like, I don't even think I'd be, I'm so tired these days. I don't even think I'd be up for, like, an E.T. adventure. Be like, but you're the human that needs to get me safe and home. I'd just be like, find someone else. I'm like, I don't have time for this. I don't have the time or the care or anything like that. Unless he's putting fiber in. If the alien comes and he's like, I've got fiber internet for you, or some kind of quantum internet, sure, dude, whatever. I'll help you on your quest to, you know, bicycle down the street like a dumbass and fly into the air or whatever. I'll give you M&M's? Does he do M&M's? Yeah, whatever E.T. likes. Sure, why not? We'll give you the Canadian equivalent or whatever. We'll give you some, like, caramel bars or something. Or Kinder Surprise, because the Americans can't get that because the kids are too dumb. They'll choke on the toys on the inside somehow, but whatever. Yeah, so I can't be bothered on the aliens. As long as they're not inconveniencing me, they can go about their bothering some guy in Las Vegas or something. I don't know. Yeah. Mr. Anthony, please stop wrecking my internet. The fires are bad. I'm sorry to hear that, but you know, like, we always have fires here, so it's kind of refreshing that my part of Canada doesn't have fires right now. So I'm enjoying it. Maybe the aliens can help with the Activision Blizzard deal. That would be so funny in court where Microsoft's just like, there's bigger problems. You have to deal with the aliens. Doesn't our deal just seem small now? The aliens have come to support the Activision Blizzard deal. They're like, we want Call of Duty on Game Pass. Could you fucking imagine? Just like aliens coming into Britain, like coming down, and they're just like, we support the Microsoft purchase of Activision Blizzard. We have spoken. And it's like a king with like a staff, and he goes, tss, and then they get back in their ship and fly away. That's what they're really after, guys. A good deal. The best deal in gaming and in space. Xbox Game Pass. Oh, Christ. See, we have fun here. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Oh, I haven't even had time to... I don't really even have interest in watching that. I used to go and see, like, every Marvel movie. Like, midnight. Or the earliest showing. Like, my sister and I, we would go to, like, every single one. And it's just like, I just haven't cared in years. I was a big Ant-Man fan. Never watched Ant-Man and Quantumanium. Big Guardians fan. Didn't even bother to go see Guardians 3. Thor. Used to love Thor. Didn't even bother with Thor 4. Yeah, it's just like... Unless they go back to screening them, I just really don't care. Like, I don't even know what would excite me enough to go back. Maybe, like, Spider-Man, like the old Spider-Man coming back. I'd go watch that, I suppose, but... I think I'm kind of done with it. Same with Star Wars. It's like... Love Star Wars, I just don't care about it anymore, which is sad. I've loved Star Wars since I was a child. You know, I watched the VHS tapes in, like, the late 90s. I loved them. You know? It was cool. But, like, yeah, I've loved Star Wars, and, you know, I was there when the prequels all released, and I was so hyped to see the sequels, and now it's just like, I just don't care. But I will go watch Indiana Jones. I know it's going to be terrible, and it's going to be disappointing, and it's going to suck worse than the Crystal Skull, but... God, am I going to make sure that I went and saw the last Indiana Jones movie. Seriously, I won't miss it. I have to go watch it. It's the last time this is going to happen. Sure, they'll reboot it and blah blah blah, but like, you know, it's not gonna be the same. Like, this is the last true indie movie they're doing, so I gotta go see it. Movies to chill out. Yeah, man. You gotta watch good movies though too. Like if you can get like a movie theater where you live that like does screenings of like older movies, seriously, it's well worth it. They used to do a nice one at Cineplex. They do like 3D throwback movie. I had this like company called Cinemia, which was like Movie Pass in the States, but for Canada, and they gave me like a free thing to promote it. So like I was taking like a couple of my pals to go watch like everything. Like literally everything. And you know, it was great, like 3D movie week. This was before COVID. COVID kind of killed this stuff, but I went and saw the Wizard of Oz in 3D, which was kind of a really slow movie. I hadn't watched it in a long time, but man, that movie takes a while. The Creature of the Black Lagoon, which was hilarious, because they're talking about like in whatever era man dreams to walk on the moon, and I'm like, oh my god, how old is this? And but still a great movie though, it really is. And what else were we? There was quite a few 3D oldies that I went and watched, which were really really cool, because they redid them in 3D or something, and it was a lot of fun. Love going and watching old movies. Usually for Christmas or something. Sister and I, we went and watched Gremlins. One time, Mitchell and I think my sister maybe came along for the first. Yeah, no, she came along too. We watched Airplane in the theaters, which was great. She had never watched Airplane somehow, but yeah, and that was a riot to go watch that. So if you can go watch like old movies playing in the theater, I highly recommend it, because some of them, they usually only play the favorites so that you get good stuff, right? Anyways, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donation's cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Cool perks, emotes, icons, all that great stuff. There's channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chat and great times, the Xbox store affiliate link, and the Amazon store affiliate link too. Easy ways to support the content. Oh, and I got sent a vinyl for a game that I need to do a video on that I haven't had time for, but I need to get to. Let me just kind of kill some guys and then show this off. We're going to switch over to regular Conquest after this match, though. Because I've had my fill of this map, I'd say. But yeah, Dice Legacy, they sent me the vinyl for the game, so it was kind of nice. I love vinyls, so it's always good to get vinyls. I have a vinyl of RuneScape. It's worth like $400 or something. It's crazy, but it's mine, and I'm never giving it up, and I don't think I'll ever open it. So yeah, got the vinyl for RuneScape there. Is there even a reason to watch new re-release movies? Like old movies that they're showing in the theaters again? I don't know, nostalgia, fun, seeing something that you've watched at home in a theatrical experience. It's better to watch a movie in a theater, because that's how it's meant to be seen. It's a communal experience that you, like, there's not really much else like that, right? That you can go and you can experience something with others and feel, the same things and be moved in the same way. There's not really common stuff like that. Like, concerts are too expensive now, and, people aren't really gonna go watch plays, so movies are that. So, like, what was it? Booksmart. I watched Booksmart at home, and then, because I think it was on Netflix or something, and I was like, wow, this movie's great, and I saw they were playing it at the theater, and I went to go watch it in the theater, because I was like, it's a different experience seeing it, the big screen and stuff. It's a different setup. It really does. It feels different. The Indiana Jones game? Yeah, I hope it's good. I mean, it's Machine Gun Game, so it's probably going to be great. You're watching the Never Have I Ever series, and they came out with more episodes. Who was really into that? Who was telling me about that? What? Never Have I Ever? Was that one thing somebody was talking about a while back? Sorry, I'm triggered and thinking of something. You watch Star Trek with a real orchestra playing? That would have been incredible. You rewatched Lost Ark. Oh yeah, my favorite is Last Crusade. I love that movie. Love that movie so much. It's just perfect. Yeah. Actually, I should have had Kevin in here, because he was, I don't know if we got that on stream, but he was watching, like, I guess his girlfriend, they've been together, something like 10 plus years. She's never seen Indiana Jones. I was like, what the hell, dude? He's like, I just assumed she'd seen them. And he was mentioning that I love the tickets part of Last Crusade, where he's like, that guy didn't, like, he's like, tickets please, and then the Nazi's like, "Grr." And then like Harrison Ford punches him and throws him out the window, and he goes to all the other people and he's like, that guy didn't have his ticket, and then everyone's like throws their tickets out right away. I love that part, it's hilarious. But yeah, no, Last Crusade is top notch. Raiders is fantastic. The other one's great too. What is it? Temple of Doom. That one I was always kind of like, it's great, but I didn't love it as much. The funniest thing though is with Temple of Doom. Everyone loved that movie. Loved it the most out of all of them. And nowadays, because people are a little bit more like sensitive to things, all of a sudden everyone like acts like it's a horrible film. But I'm like, all you guys love this movie. Come on. Everyone was always, throughout my childhood, was like, this is the best one, and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, I don't know, it's insensitive and stuff. And it's like, really, guys? You said you loved it like a few years ago. It's like, really? The funniest thing is I used to watch this one channel, I think it was Screen Junkies. I don't watch them anymore because the quality is just, COVID killed that. But like, you know, it was so funny seeing them just like talk about this movie like it was horrible, and I'm like, I bet if I went online and looked at like their, you know, any articles or things or older videos of them talking about it, I bet they all thought it was their favorite film. But you gotta like, from a PR standpoint, almost like distance yourself because of some of the material in it. And I'm just like, you guys all love this movie. I always loved Last Crusade the most though. God, that film is just perfect. Yeah, very, very good movie. Anyways, just kind of hilarious. Do you stop caring? I mean, Quantumania wasn't that long ago. It was only at the beginning of the year. Star Wars 8 was the last one you saw. I liked Last Jedi. We'll defend that one. The Rise of Skywalker was absolute garbage. The grandpa of Lara Croft? Like game-wise or like influence-wise? Did I see Hellskate? I did not. You should send that in the Discord. I don't know what Hellskate is. Vinyl is great. You're looking at an 8-track player. 8-track? Like the cassettes? Yeah, okay. Hello there. Cyberpunk vinyl? Oh my god, do they have Cyberpunk vinyl? Oh, I would be down for that. I've always wanted to get the Halo vinyls, but I don't think they've ever re-released them on vinyl. Like, Microsoft, for Christmas the one year, they sent me Halo 5 on vinyl, which sounds awesome. Oh my god. Like, I will say for Halo 5, they nailed the music of that game. Yeah, the audio is just great for that one. But like, I've always wanted like the Halo 3 soundtrack on vinyl, and like, I haven't looked in a while, but they do not sell that one. There's also the holy grail of vinyl I've always wanted is Lady Hawk's Lady Hawk album. And she like re-released it in limited, but it cost like $100 for it. I'm like, god damn it, lady. Yeah, so that's what I've always tried to get. Not the movie Lady Hawk, but Lady Hawk's Lady Hawk, that vinyl. And it's like an image with her with like cats on the front. I love the music in that. That album is top notch, but like, I just can't, I don't know, I just can't justify spending that much on vinyl. Because it's like, I love vinyl, and I'll pay a little bit more for some vinyl, but like, I don't listen to it all the time. It's more like a collectible musical thing. Where it's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna bring out the wine and have a snack and listen to some vinyl some night. But like, yeah, so I can't justify spending a whole lot on it. But man, I'd love Halo 3 on vinyl. And they just, as far as I know, they've never re-released it. So, or actually released it. So it's like, I can't get that. But god, I'd love a Halo 3 vinyl disc. Come on, Xbox. You know, throw me a bone and send me a Halo 3 vinyl. Come on. I don't ask for much. I just want my vinyl. Comedy movies are not good. Well, I mean, comedies really only exist on streaming now because they don't draw in people to the theaters because people just wait for them to be on streaming. So that's kind of damaged the comedy movies. If you want a really good comedy from, well, I guess it's actually been a while now, but Game Night is really, really good. Yeah, if you've never watched Game Night, that one's great. It really is, yeah. You can still do comedies, it's just like, you know, you gotta do stuff right in that. You know what I mean? Hit the right audience, and yeah. Hitler signs his book. Oh my god, that was so funny in Last Crusade. Yeah, because he signs the book. God, that's hilarious. You love Reclaimed? It's just kind of like that one map from like Battlefield 4 just brought back, right? Raiders will always be. Raiders is really, really good. Oh, so they're going to release a Cyberpunk vinyl because the music in Cyberpunk is freaking awesome. I don't know if you guys have like sat there and just like listen, like even when you like load up Cyberpunk and it's like brr, 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 brr. You know, when you like also when action's going on in Cyberpunk, it's like brr, that music is hype. That music's really, really good. What were we playing? I think streaming not too long ago. Diablo's music is freaking top notch too. But there was another game where I was like, this music goes hard. It was Zelda. Oh my god. You know, there's I think most people love that blah 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 that game, but I don't think the music in Tears of the Kingdom gets enough praise, because man, that music freaking is awesome in that game. Oh, that is some good stuff. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. I really wish I could play Tears of the Kingdom on like a proper high quality console where you could really like, you know, kind of have like the Dolby Atmos of that going on. Would be like, whoa, because that, yeah, that music goes hard. Do you remember Destiny 1 when it released and O'Donnell's soundtrack was like more intense than the game that was going on? Yeah. Baby Steps, you play as an adult that can hardly walk, by the guys who's made Getting Over It. I have no idea what that is. Huh. Interesting though. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's I'm gonna go into regular rotation. I'm tired of this map. We've done it for an hour and a half straight. We can talk about the summer games today. Obviously, Xbox picked up some pretty good ones. I'm assuming this is going to be at the Xbox conference, but it leaked early. Persona 3. Should we do Breakthrough? Conquest is where the players are at. Persona 3 Reload. I don't know if it's Reloaded. I think it's Persona 3 Reload, which is a remake of Persona 3. And that's going to be on Game Pass day 1 in early 2024. And then there's also Persona 5 Tactics, which also is going to be on Game Pass. So very good gets. It looks like Xbox has secured Persona as a franchise to release on Xbox platforms. So incredible work on getting that series finally available on the platform. And then there was Mortal Kombat. I think looked fantastic. I was like reading some comments on like the Mortal Kombat subreddit, and everyone was like, oh, this sucks, and you know, the visuals aren't that impressive, and I was like, I thought that looked fantastic. Like the backdrops actually look next gen. Like I looked at Street Fighter 6, and I don't know, maybe improved from the beta, but I was like, yeah, it looks good and that, you know, I thought it looked great, but like the Mortal Kombat like visuals actually looked like pretty next gen. But I do think people did raise some interesting points about the character models being a bit stiff, so I think that's fair, but man, that game looks really visually good. At least I thought so. What else was there? There's quite a few stuff. I'd have to pull up my phone actually. I didn't see the Prince of Persia trailer. I couldn't find that to watch. Creep Show? I don't think I've watched Creep Show. Tears of the Kingdom music. Yeah, that Tears of the Kingdom music just goes hard, dude. Really, really hard. Yeah, so I didn't have time to watch. Again, it was a very busy day. I tried to, you know, do all my stuff that I had to do and watch what I could. So I only watched so many trailers. So I'm gonna try to pull that up and kind of have what I'm trying to look at my YouTube history. Where's my history? Oh, there it is. Oh, Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight. But we knew that was happening. But there was like they had him up on stage, which was funny. So we'll do a stream of Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight. As we know, we always cover the Dead by Daylight stuff, so we'll do that when that comes. Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. That looked really neat. So it's kind of like the dwarves, but you're like, it's a mining game, but you also do like building crafting. So I'm very, very intrigued by that. That was a very interesting looking game. So yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes on that one. So Lord of the Rings Moria, dwarf mining and building. Oh, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I thought didn't really look that visually good. Like, there's lots of pop-in and, like, the texture quality didn't look so great. I was like, maybe it was just the quality of what I watched, but it was a PlayStation trailer, and I was like, huh, thought that would look better. And then I saw people on like Twitter screenshotting it being like, oh, this looks amazing, and I was kind of like, really? I was like, maybe they're seeing something I'm not? I don't know. Where did that guy go? And then they're like, it's on 2 discs. I was like, how big is this game? Because I think the PS5 discs do like, what, 100 gigs or something? So it's like, why is this a 2-disc thing, man? That's ridiculous. They're in the squad? Cool. Mortal Kombat always has stiff character animations. Fair, but I was just kind of like, that seemed like what everyone was complaining about was like the character animations being stiff, and I was just like, I thought it looked fantastic. You know, like for a fighting game, like the actual like backdrops and stuff actually looked like next gen. Sort of like Tekken as well. Like from what I've seen Tekken wise, I'm like, this game actually looks next gen. And then I was like, Mortal Kombat, like the backdrops at least looked next gen. And Street Fighter, I was like, it looks really good. And you know, again, I haven't played the full final version of it. I don't think I will, but it looked okay. It looked great, but it didn't look like really tech pushing, if that makes sense. Whereas Mortal Kombat, I was like, wow, that is a pretty good looking game. So I'm still looking for, I don't know how to describe it, like previously Xbox One, 360 era, you know, like when you first played those consoles, there was a lot of games where you're like, wow, this is next gen gaming. And then for like the Series X and the PS5, I've been like, okay, well this looks good, you know, a few games here or there that look great, but like right off the bat, it just feels like there's less, like everything's like cross-gen. It feels like there's less games that are like, oh my god, this is like, you know, this is what gaming is gonna aspire to, and like, the games look this great now, imagine how good they're gonna look at the end of the gen, and I'm kind of like, it's sort of like few and far in between, and a lot of those games are just like updates to existing games, and it's a little almost underwhelming this gen. I don't know how to describe it. Just from like a technical standpoint, like I feel like they're not pushing things to the degree that they were in previous gens. And I'm like, these are the most powerful consoles we've had in comparison to PC, and it's still like, they feel underpowered still. It's weird. The Moon Knight show, I thought it was okay. I think I gave it like a 7 or something out of 10. It was okay. What do I think of this update? It's just another map. I don't know. It's exciting for 2 minutes, and then, you know, I'll uninstall it for other space. And I don't know. It's just more Battlefield. I don't know what to tell you. The new map's okay, but it's like, it's just an old map reskinned, so I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. Vinyls are a fun way to listen to music. Because it's, oh, thanks Liam for doing that. That's appreciated. So vinyls are really cool for me because it's like, you know, you can get music really easily. And, you know, music is everywhere. You can stream music, you can have a music file available to you in 2 seconds, you know. But, like, having a vinyl disc is neat, because it's, like, a bit of nostalgia, because that's something my parents would have had, is vinyl. And it's neat, because it's, like, a physical, nice thing. Like, it's like a bit of a collector's item that you buy. It's got, like, the album art, it's got the songs, and it's like, you have to listen to it in a specific way. You have to pull out a big turntable, and you have to put it on, you have to set the needle down. It's just like, it sounds a little stuck up almost, but it is a nice way to experience music. It's a different way to experience music. And, yeah, vinyl's really cool, I think, for that. Just like being a different, cool way to experience music that's still like high quality. Because like I wouldn't listen to like a cassette or something, but like vinyl actually sounds good because it's uncompressed. Yeah. You don't think games can always look better? That's something I'll never believe it. Like when I was younger, I used to be like, can these games get any better? Like I remember like watching Halo 2 when I was like a kid, the trailer for Halo 2. And I would like, what is it, drag my mother to like watch it, and I'd be like, you know, can the graphics get any better than this? And it's like, you know, like even the 360 era, I'm like, can they get any better? And they do. They always get better. They really do. And you know, the more I've like gotten into the whole looking at like the technical side of games, or being like, oh, you know, in my reviews being like, it's got this feature, or, you know, judging a game a bit more on the aesthetics and stuff, There are so many ways that these games can get better looking. They really can. There's so much room for visual improvement. And it's like, I firmly don't believe that there's ever really necessarily going to be a limit cap to how good a game can get visually. I really don't. I don't believe it. Because, you know, every single time it's like, oh, can they get any better? And then it's like a year or two later, you're like, wow, this is the most amazing looking game I've ever seen. So I really don't believe that there's any limit cap on visual quality or how good a game can look. It'll always look better. They did say, this was from years ago, for photorealism in video games, like actual, like true image to life, you need like 25 teraflops for just like a person's face. So it's like we've got a lot of distance to go. Games can always look better. They can. And they will. They'll always look better because that's how you sell a game, is fancy visuals. So, yeah. I firmly do not believe that we've hit a limit for visual quality. I absolutely refute that. The big issue is like cost and stuff, right? And actually making games perform. That is a big problem. What's up? Just enjoying the fact that my internet's moving smooth. Yeah. Actually, for Lilith there, have I seen Jaws? Yes, I've watched Jaws. What do you mean have I seen Jaws? Oh my god. That's hilarious. Yeah, so I've been trying to get some more interviews on the channel, and we might get an interview with the Lilith voice actress, so I don't necessarily love teasing things if I don't know if they're gonna happen, but like, she wants to, the representation for her wants to, we have to get the okay from Blizzard, I guess, or Activision, so yeah, so we might have an interview with Lilith's voice actress there. So again, if you guys have not seen my great playlist of, you know, video game voice actor interviews, please do check that out because it is what I use to pitch to get more interviews. So the better those look, the better the opportunities are that we get for cool interviews on the channel. So yeah, we might have that interview coming up. Yeah. And funny enough, I'm also, it looks like I'm gonna have an interview for like, with Coke. You want, it'll be on the website, so it won't be like a video interview, but like, yeah, because League of Legends and Coke are doing something, so I'm trying to like do an interview in order to connect with someone from Coke so that I have like a Coke contact. Because we love Coke around here, so that's another thing I'm working on, but again, it's a written thing, not a video thing, but yeah. Always trying to do cool video interviews, and it's just like, yeah, the better the video interviews look, view-wise and everything like that, interaction-wise, the more opportunities and stuff that we get to do more of them. Because I literally use the playlist as like a pitching thing. So, yeah. And there are some others that I've tried to connect with too, so it's like if I hear back, I hear back, if I don't, I don't, right? So yeah, I usually only tease it if it looks like we're kind of, things are going good for it. Yeah. So it does look like that might be an interview in the future that we have. So that would be pretty cool. That would be awesome. You know, it'd fit in with the Diablo stuff, I think, very well. It's obviously Diablo's been very popular on the channel. And still, I need to do the Diablo series as review, so I might do that tonight after the stream, because the internet's working again, but we'll see if that fits in there. Yeah. She is British. Yeah, no, she is British. Her voice in your language is insane. That's interesting. So you guys have like local localization for the voice on that stuff. That's cool. We don't need T-flops because AI is gonna get us there. More like algorithmic upscaling and stuff will help, but it's not the same as like natively creating some sort of quality here. 3D coming back? I don't think. Like 3D movies? You know, I've mentioned this like a lot of times. Oh, we missed the mark. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Cool perks, emotes, icons, all that great stuff. Channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chat a great time. So we do this? Sorry, I'm totally off guard today. I'm flustered with everything going on. The Xbox store affiliate link and the Amazon store affiliate link too. I might have already said that though, 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. Whatever. You may have a. That's what I was saying. Is I may have a Coke contact, which is hilarious. But seriously, I might have a cute or Canadian Coca-Cola contact, which would be great because they're a very powerful company. So yeah, that'd be a pretty good contact to have. That would be beneficial. A lot of my job is securing good contacts for opportunities and stuff. I mean, hell, like Coke owns like a lot of stuff. It would be very, very good to have, you know, connections with a powerful company like that for like opportunities and that. It would be great. Seriously, like it'd be top notch. You know, like it was so hard to get all those like you know, Call of Duty stuff I wanted. So I get the Call of Duty stuff, the XP and all that. How many bots did I kill tonight? I don't know. It's not really something I pay attention to. Someone else, has anybody been keeping track of the bots? It seems like a group of real players. Doesn't it usually say AI if they're not real? They look real. Yeah, I don't see AI anywhere, so... At least 64 of us are real people. Okay, I need a car that's not sad and destroyed. I guess we'll do this. It's kind of a sad and destroyed car, that is for sure. Okay, yeah. That's what you guys are talking about for bots. The cheater one was surprised. Why were you surprised about that interview? I thought I had teased it a long time ago that I had gotten the 4 interviews. I even put it in the Discord. I was like, I got this one, and this one from the Calgary Expo. It just took me a while to get them going. I was surprised that I got so many interviews out of the expo, so that was great. If you haven't seen them, guys, we got you know, the voice actor and performer for Miles Morales. We got the lady that does the female human voice for Destiny 2, and obviously Wonder Woman in like literally every animated show, movie, and game. We got the pilot from Halo Infinite, and the lady who is, oh god, Watson in Apex Legends. That one. So we got all 4 of those from the Calgary Expo, which was great. You drink Pepsi? Get out of here. Coke is where it's at, man. This battle... Jeez. Yeah, this battlefield does look visually, I think, pretty good, but, you know... Like I was saying earlier, there's always things you can pick out where you're like, oh, this could be pushed further, this could be pushed further, but yeah, it's pretty good looking. It's actually pretty technically impressive too, because it's like 128 players in a, you know, large environment and stuff like that. And yeah, this one had a lot of potential, and they just didn't fully realize it, I think. It's gotten better, but they didn't fully hit the potential on this one. Looking forward to Sunday, kinda. You know, as long as I don't like get like a copyright strike streaming it, but yeah. Oh, there was go back to the whatever festival of games thing or whatever. Like a Dragon Gaiden was revealed, so that's the man who has no name. So they got Kairos-san back in like a spin-off, standalone Yakuza kind of game. So yeah, that actually looked really good. I'm very excited about that one. And I was a little surprised because I would have assumed that Xbox would have some kind of marketing on that one because they've been getting all the Yakuza games. But yeah, so again, where I'm saying I'm like Xbox and like all this stuff's being shown ahead at the game festival where it's being leaked, and it's like, you know, if all this stuff is being shown outside of the event, like Xbox must have just one hell of an event planned. Because it's like, I don't know how these games are getting shoved to the side when they could have been at that Xbox event, so they must have 2 hours of some pretty stellar stuff. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. It must be really good. Did they state it would be copyright free? No, but like originally Xbox was going to provide like timestamps, so I knew when the music was if I wanted to like mute it, and now they're not providing any info at all. And it's you stream at your own risk, essentially, they told me. So like, yeah. Very, very different attitudes 1 week after the next. Now it's just kind of like, well, what the heck, Xbox? It's like, what is this? And it's nothing you can do about it, I guess. It's just kind of like, oh, I thought you guys would maybe care a little bit, but no, they do not. I suppose. So yeah, that's how that's going. Anyway, it's lovely. Oh wow, rare Pwong sighting. How did you enjoy the city, Pwong? Should have really went for like a pint or something, but I think we were pretty busy. Hope you enjoyed No Zone that though. Coke to stop being... Yeah, I'll let the Canadian Coke people know that during my brief interview with them about your issues with the Coke allotments and where you live to. Yeah, I'll be sure to bring that up. Optimus Prime in Fortnite. Did they actually add Optimus Prime in Fortnite? Where's Filet? Because he said that wasn't happening. Yeah. So, like, Xbox, they did this amazing thing where they made a copyright-free... Or they paid for all the copyright not to have an issue, and that was, like, during COVID, but since then, they're just, like, not. But they keep... Like, I guess I'm one of the people that keeps bringing up that it'd be good to have a music-free version, like a copyright-free version, so it's something they're still wanting to do, but they're definitely not doing this year, and they probably won't for a while, I don't think. Yeah. Am I showing it? Yeah, we're planning on co-streaming the Xbox event, so we'll do a pre-show, a during show, and a post-show. I'm gonna make the post-show a secondary video though, because I think we'll probably have to delete the co-stream of the main show. So, yeah. Essentially, we're gonna make the post-show its own stream afterwards, and it'll push people into that one. So we'll see how that goes. That's the plan right now. And Kevin will be there for the post-show. I doubt he's going to get up early enough for the pre-show. Mitchell's busy helping someone move. I don't know if I'm going to get anybody else to join. I don't know. I might pitch it to some people. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah. Did they actually add Optimus to Fortnite? Like, that's real? Like, real? Found an Irish Finn McCool's. You do know Finn McCool's is like a chain, right? But it is very good. It's a very, very good pup. I quite enjoy it. Yeah, Optimus is coming. I did not know Lies of P had a demo. I did not check that. I did not know it had a demo. Sonic Superstars looked really good. That one I was kind of impressed with. That new Expendables movie looks like hot garbage. The Warhammer, Space Marine 2 looked really good. I think that was about it for the Summer Games, whatever festival. That was about all I saw, so I'll have to go and watch the other stuff. What do we get? Discarded? Do I hate Discarded? I can't remember if I hate this map. What one's Discarded? Is it a garbage level? I feel like it's a garbage level. Russians have been nosing around a ship recycling facility in along India, and now one of our subs is tracking. Oh, this map? This map is atrocious. Is there like I'm gonna see if there's a different lobby. I don't want to play on this map. This map's bad. Solitaire. Having the show on a Sunday is odd. No, it's always been on a Sunday. Always, like, as long as they've been doing them, they do the showcases on Sundays. Well, no, that's not true. They used to do them on Mondays. Because, like, the traditional way that it worked is this was based on E3. So E3, you would have your showcases on like Monday, Tuesday, and then the show would be like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. From what I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday would be the show. The Monday, Tuesday would be the conferences. And then Xbox moved their conference to Sunday. I think before E3 kind of shuttered the last two E3s because they wanted to be ahead of the conversation. Was the idea. So, yeah, that's, well, I guess, so again, it hasn't always been Sunday. Usually it's Monday, but there is that reasoning as to why they do it. It's just kind of like, it's a leftover from the E3 era, essentially is why. Yeah. What time is it showing in the UK? I have no idea. It's like 11 PST or something like that. Optimus is in the official trailer. But when do we get to play as Optimus in Fortnite? Does it have like an 80s Optimus Prime? Because like if it's got an 80s Optimus Prime, I might actually buy that. That is, they've even got Optimus in Fortnite? Man, that game's got everything. Optimus Primal, blah blah blah. You had no clue it was a chain? The Finn McCool's is, like, pretty common, I thought. Like, I literally, like, when I was in Toronto flying back home, I, had Finn McCool's and stuff. Yeah. What was the other thing? Something about the driving here? Why they've done what they've done? Well, apparently we're one of the safest places to drive in North America, allegedly, but yeah, the infrastructure here for roads, I complain about it all the time. It makes no sense. Sometimes it's off-ramps, sometimes it's on-ramps, sometimes it's loop-de-loops. No consistency at all. Not to mention the holy idea of throwing a LRT in the middle of the goddamn road. What a dumbass. Whoever did that to the city of Calgary was just such an arrogant idiot. Why would you put a train right in the middle of the goddamn road? Everywhere. It causes so many accidents, people die. It's dumb. It messes traffic. Why would you put a freaking train in the middle? And it's not like it's not underground, it's not above ground, it's right in the middle of the goddamn road. Why? Nobody even, like, uses it except for, like, the less desirables of society. No, it's just, like, it's very unsafe now, too, and, God, I hate the LRT, man. Seriously, I think we're, like, the 5th safest in, like, North America for, like, driving, apparently. I'm not even kidding, man. Finn McCool's was on Kitchen Nightmares? Well, that's great. But anyways, I usually enjoy it when I end up going there for whatever reasons. I guess, I don't know. They have some good chicken, some decent beer prices. Actually, you can go in the mall and you can have Finn McCool's. I think there's a picture of me drinking beer in like black and white, and that's like at Finn McCool's. Not the one with the flights, but like an older one. Yeah, where I'm having like a drink and it's like that's a Finn McCool's. And it's like in the mall, so you can go and you can sit on the patio, and it's like the patio is like inside the mall. It's hilarious. It's like, why would you do that? It's like, ooh, it's like I have a patio experience, and I can watch all these people walking back and forth with their purchases. But yeah, maybe I'll take myself out and have the have a Finn McCool's dinner or something like that. I've got like this food gift card from like Xbox from like a long time ago. I was planning on taking some special person out, but that never has panned out with that thing, so I'll probably just take myself out for dinner at one of these points, and yeah, maybe I'll do a mall dinner and trip to the mall or something. I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. Double kill. I'm tired of this map, though. It's literally just the Battlefield 4 level, essentially. It's the exact goddamn same thing. Slightly different, but it's the same thing. I've played on this dozens of times, it feels like. I also played an hour and a half of it today, so... tired of it. Oh, you were in Cross Iron. That's the big fancy mall. And then New Horizons. Yeah, New Horizons is just terrible. Oh my god. It's gotten better, but like, man, you should have saw that before when they didn't have stuff in there. Like, I feel bad for those that are in it, but like, yeah, New Horizons is Cross Iron's the big one. Yeah. Arkham Origins? I thought that one was always alright. Skytrain and the subway? Well, you know, there's nothing better than having a road right down the middle. Third most livable, fifth safest to drive. Well, third most livable in the world. Fifth in, like, North America for driving. I think it has to do with, like, driving, safety or something, like something to do with like the anger of people and like the calmness of the roads. Apparently it's nice. It looked derelict, man. It definitely did. Yeah. Zuma's Revenge. I don't think I did Zuma's Revenge. But yeah, no, the mall's like, no. New Horizons is not great. That's actually where we go, and I do the Haunted Calgary every year. Is in the parking garage of that that mall, New Horizons. If you go on YouTube, there's a very funny video of a guy roller skating through the mall because there was no stores and stuff. They've added some stores, but yeah, it's like I don't know. I do feel kind of bad because again, they do like they try the marketing to get people to come in, and it's just like it's just a dumb idea. And it should be super popular because it's like anchored beside like a huge like one of the big malls here, and it's just not. Have I done all the hot dog requests? No. Not at all. Looks like what? We got one more today. I've still got, let me look at the hot dog list. Okay, we've got, okay, so here's the queue for hot dogs. Filet and Zaku, Filet, Ray, Friendly Homie, Craigle, Friendly Homie, Caleb, Filet, Slaughter, and Zero. That's still the hot dog queue. I told you guys it's gonna take like 6 months to get all these hot dogs done. I don't know what you want from me. There's too many hot dogs. I am but one man. A lonely man with his hot dogs from Costco. Yeah. Well, if anything, having a mall beside a very successful mall, you would expect some bleed over traffic, right? So it's like, I don't know, man. Did you go to the Costco there? Costco there is pretty cool. Request for hot dogs. I can still deliver the hot dogs on like the Discord or just throw it on Instagram or something. I don't know. But yes, I will miss the YouTube stories. Yeah. Sucks to suck, but it is what it is. I can't make YouTube keep that feature, but I have enjoyed doing YouTube stories over the last few years. Place with heavy foot traffic? And a place to drive to. Oh, New Horizon for foot traffic, yeah. The whole concept there is just terrible. It was kind of a scam on like people that like would buy the little like models, because I think the owner is just kind of like they sold them all out, pre-ordered, and then like just yeah, it's weird. Although the bouncy castle place up above looks really cool, and I think that is very popular. The biggest issue New Horizon has is it doesn't have like a tentpole store. So like when Cross Iron was just starting out, it had Pro Bass Shop, and I remember literally going and taking a trip just to go take a look at the Pro Bass Shop. That was like a tentpole store. So tentpoles are really big. They're like your Walmarts and stuff, and that's what brings traffic in, and then your other stores build up, you get enough traffic, people keep coming, you get better stores. New Horizons just kind of like filled with a bunch of little tiny stores that I don't think a whole lot of people care about. There's like one good comic store in it. They got some video game trading places in there that do okay, but the prices for those ones have like amped up a lot, so like, ugh. But other than that, it's just kind of like, yeah. But I go do, like I said, the haunted. If you haven't seen the haunted Calgary videos, that's where that's done, is in the basement there. So every year I do a video of like visiting the haunted house, and it's, you know, yeah, I've been doing that for a few years. Same with Screamfest Calgary, I do that as well, but that's in a different place. That's in the Stampede grounds. I like those videos. They're fun to do each year. Yeah. Where am I getting shot at from? This map is like weird now. I don't know if I've played on this map since they like redid it, because this is like completely different. There's a lot of bad guys. God damn it. Cross Iron? Oh, the Bass Pro? Yeah, it's a pretty sick shop. No, I haven't done your hot dog yet. Like I said, it's still on the thing. Let's think about Avatar. Costco liquor is good. It is very, very good. Thomas, you gave... yours was already done, Thomas. Yeah, yours was like 4th on the queue, or 2nd on the queue. So yours was done like a few weeks ago. I don't know if you missed it, but yeah, yours was done. Yeah. As you can tell by the the crossed off names. I've got like it's a photo on my phone, so I just like when I go into the hot dogs, I just like pull it up and like cross off one on the list and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I talked to one of the neighbors that is like kid, and I'm like, because the neighbor is like, what's with the, because you know, I believe it or not, I have friends and family that like check out like Instagram and stuff, and it's like the one neighbor was like, why do you, what's the Costco hot dog post? And I'm like, I explained it to him. I'm like, people pay for me to go and you know get a hot dog and take a picture of it. And he's just, him and his kid just laugh their ass off about that. Very, very funny. Yeah. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for you jumping in, Plong there. Yeah. Unhealthy big chip. Oh, you're talking about that terrible chip? Yeah, I mentioned I can get that here. But the people that were like saying they were gonna like pay for me to go eat that stupid chip never really gave me any like concrete details or anything on like, you know, the pay to go get the chip. So it's like I'm, you know, yeah, I need to hear how much I'm gonna like make on this, and then like see how much the chip costs. But we can get it here. But yeah, there's what 2 different people were interested in the chip, and then I haven't heard back since on like anything on that. I think it was Zero and Trance, I think, were the 2 people that were like interested in that. Yeah. Should apologize, Thomas. I always deliver on my Costco hot dogs. And I missed the mark. I'll get it on the next time, but be sure to like the stream if you haven't, guys. It's always a good idea to do so. I mean, we can do better for likes. I know we can. Trying to think of what else has been going on. It's been a pretty heavy stream for going over details and stuff, because I feel like we've been catching up. I did get those games. I showed off those other games. Yeah, I literally can't remember if those games I showed off actually, like, were kept on that last stream. Yeah, we showed them off on the last Diablo stream, so they survived. They like to tease some of the videos down the road that you might see, you know, in these older titles. Still need to do that headset. Man, I've got, like, I don't know if I can talk about it, but I got this really big package from Samsung, and, like, I have not had time to play with it yet, but we'll have a cool review of that soon down the road. Yeah, I have to, I don't know how I'm gonna handle it, but like, yeah, that's in the works too. Man, there's always so much in my goddamn queue. I'm sure the Steel Series people want that video for that done. And I gotta do a review for the controller. Ugh. I should wear a customized Costco shirt. Where would I get that? Buy the unhealthy chip. Lol. Yeah, no, that was the thing. It was just like I was trying to hear back from people on like, you know, if we're doing the chip, how much there is for doing the chip. Because I'm certainly not going to damage my health for the walls. That's just not me. TVs are dirt cheap, man. Do I have a list of games I play throughout the week? Not really. Like, it used to be Halo MCC, but like... Oh wow, this is all new too. This is interesting. Yeah, it used to be Halo MCC, but I haven't really totally been into that as much. I played a little bit this week because the internet was so bad I couldn't work, so I was just kind of like doing a couple matches because it's not too bad if I like disconnect in that, but I do daily jump-ins to Vigor to get like the food, so I jump in and play that daily for like 30 seconds, but like no, I don't have any casual games at the moment. I'm too busy and I don't really have the desire to casually play anything right now. So yeah, I don't have anything that I'm casually playing on the side currently. Sadly, but yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. How confident am I that Xbox/Bethesda will send me Starfield merchandise? 0%, I would say. I don't think they'll send me anything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna open up pre-orders for the game and for all of the controllers and the controller and headsets for Starfield. The pre-orders will go up Sunday, or they'll start Monday. But yeah, that'll be that day that you can start pre-ordering that kind of stuff. Did they update this map as part of this like update, or was this like an earlier update that I didn't know about? And this map looks completely different. Weird. There's like all this stuff everywhere, and it's not just like empty open wasteland. There's like no, this wasn't earlier. This was like season 3 or 4, wasn't it? Shows you how much I played this. I can just get my ass kicked this match. Yeah. Because I have to look at how much the chip is. If I grab the chip on like Amazon, it's like $40. But I think I could get it at like Sobeys or something for like 16 or something like that. So I don't know. Anyways, if the interest has declined on the chip, I don't need to get the chip. I don't care, but yeah. That was the discussion, was the whole chip thing. But anyways, I hope I pick up a passion for doing some side game again at some point, but yeah. That's the thing, you know, you cover games and stuff for work. It's it changes a little bit how you see and play games and that too, right? Oh, and they're closing Friday the 13th. If you guys didn't know, the game, it's being delisted, and I think they're delisting it December, the end of December, and then they're shutting it off for good in like December 2024. So we're probably going to do some more streams of that one to enjoy it before it's gone. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Which is sad, because I really liked that one, and I thought it was just going to keep operating forever, but like, you know, just peer-to-peer, but they are completely closing her off, so yeah. Sucks the licensing screwed that game over. I hope someday they'll remaster it. I doubt they ever will, but yeah, it's a little sad on that one. Oh, god damn it. Map reworks? Yeah, I don't know if I like this new version. It's too busy. Do I like spicy foods? Not at all. Always makes me sick. Yep. Always makes me sick. I don't mind like a slightly spicy. Sometimes spicy stuff's good, but yeah, usually, yeah. Do I spawn on the weird copter and jump down? Oh, it's like the Osprey. I could have stayed in the gunner, I guess. That would have been smart. At least it's a nice, vibrant, colorful day out here in the snow. Where's that guy gonna try to run to? Texas Chainsaw? I hope that one's good. The deadly chips. 5 kills next match. Yeah, until I get slaughtered. Slaughtered, I say. I don't know, I do weird challenge things, but like I said, I don't do weird challenge things for free, obviously. It's just like, you know, Laurie can't expect me to give my body for free, guys. It's just not how it works. Oh, and that was also something I wanted to talk about earlier. It seems like this point in life, so many things are like coming to a close almost. You know, like Apollo there. So I use the best Reddit app, which is Apollo for iOS, and yeah, it's closing on June 30th is the last day, because Reddit's killing all the third-party stuff. I hope the blackout Reddit closings of subreddits kind of helps the protest, but we'll see. But yeah, all the third-party apps are shutting down on the 30th, so the end of an era. I've used Apollo for like literally, I think, since it existed, and like that's just gonna be done, and it just feels like a lot of things are just kind of coming to a close, and it's like a crazy change up in lifetime. It's wild. It's such a shift for some things, almost. Yeah. I can't believe that's happening. I don't even, like, I think I'm just gonna, like, stop using Reddit, I guess. That'd be weird. Because they killed, you know, like, Reddit bot and killed Alien Blue, and then, you know, Apollo, they're just, like, shuddering because they're trying to overcharge for the appy, and it sucks. Sucks to suck.
We occupy Alpha 1.
Colorful day and then proceeds to murders. This is how it works, murdering in the snow. But it's a nice day out here, isn't it? You know, aside from all the violence, the explosions, and the death, but, you know, it's pretty charming. Yeah, I don't know if I like the reworking of this map, the flow of it, I just really don't know. Then again, in Conquest, I never know what the hell is going on in Conquest. I always feel like I'm just wandering around like an idiot, occasionally shooting someone. So I like Breakthrough so much, but you know, capped off player count kind of sucks. But literally every Battlefield I've ever played, like Conquest, I just feel like I'm just wandering around, and it's kind of like Deathmatch, but on a bigger scale. Because I love my objective playlists. Oh, come on. Man, we got obliterated this match. Absolutely obliterated. I'm actually really excited to play Call of Duty with, like, thumb grips again. It's gonna be nice. It's always sunny in Breakaway. It's always depressing in Breakaway. They ruined it. They ruined the experience. The Ring of what? Oh, jeez. I'm tired, man. Like I said, I had to get up early today, so I'm freaking exhausted. The person didn't even come until it was like the end of the booking time, and I was like, oh. Could have slept in more. Oh, and Shadow Warrior 3 got a Series S update. I have to go do a video on that as well. Ugh, there's always so much to do. So much to do, so little time. Coffee or tea, I don't really drink either. There was this, it does always rain in Ghostwire Tokyo. There was this like 2-week period where I was like into like tea. And yeah, no, it didn't work out with that lady, so I'm not into tea anymore. But there was this like 2-week period where I was like really into it. Yeah. Coffee? Nah, I've never liked coffee, no. You never had a Costco hot dog? Go check it out, man. Did they rework? They didn't need to rework the Canada map. The Canada map was after they started doing all the reworking, so they didn't need to rework it. Oh, so there is new Alan Wake 2 gameplay. Oh my god. Huh. I'll have to go watch that later. Oh, and I'm trying to fit in streams of Stranded. Oh, this map is terrible. Terribly lazy. What else am I? I wanted to stream Diablo, obviously, but Amnesia. I want to fit in a stream of that one. Yeah. Oh, and I got a video for Mortal Kombat versus DC coming, so that's kind of fun. And Overlord, which was nice. So behind on this stuff. Loop 8 tomorrow. And Story of Seasons I'm working on as well. Which is a Harvest Moon remake. Yeah.
Last thing we need is an entire unit tossed out by a tornado. This is a hot drop. The second you land, be ready to fight.
Yeah, it always sucks to suck. Extend for ball. What? Anyways, yeah, it was so funny the one time I went for tea and I ended up with like a cold tea because I like bought the recommendation of whoever I was with. I was drinking this tea and I was like, is this supposed to be like this? And I like touched their hand and they were like, oh, that's frozen. I was like, yeah. So yeah, I guess iced tea was my kind of thing. But not iced tea, but like cold tea, I guess. I don't know. I was gonna be a tea person, but just didn't pan. It wasn't meant to be. I wasn't meant to tea. So I've embraced the non-tea life. I like water. Water's pretty awesome. It's gotta be filtered water though. Can't have that peasant sink stuff. Feel the rush. What is this? I've never seen this before. Fujin. Energy. This is an energy drink? Fujin Energy. Feel the rush. Actually looks pretty good. Wonder if anyone else sits there and looks at this crap.
They control more sectors than us. Move to counter.
The other team's like, we can't find this guy that's holding this position off. I found him, Saj. He's sitting there just looking at energy drink cases for some reason. Just the box. What's wrong with coffee? I just don't really like the taste. Don't want to get addicted to it. And yeah, it is what it is. The Polish hot dog at Costco more? You get out of here. Slayer's X? I have not had time to play Slayer's X. Yeah, no, I have not had time for that. Nope. I am really behind. But I'm working on catching up. A Shame Legacy also is another one I got working on. Or that one's ready and uploaded. And yeah. I am really behind. But I will eventually catch up on what I need to catch up on, and other stuff will just be like, oh, whatever. But I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm always working on it. I thought that was a dead body. So that was kind of funny. Were they like hang gliding down there? That's so strange. Why? Oh, I got sniped. God damn it. It was a good kill though. But yeah, this map sucks. Starbucks. The smoke in New York, yeah, that's what it's like when forest fires happen, my friend. That's what I was trying to tell you. When we have forest fires here, that's what it looks like. It's very apocalyptic like. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Starbucks. I got some stuff I gotta get done, so maybe I'll take myself for a walk. I don't know. See how busy I am.
Our enemy just secured Sector Charlie.
Yeah, it should be interesting. I definitely want to sleep in tomorrow, though, because I am freaking exhausted. There we go. Jeez, that guy just would not die.
Give you a sit rep. We push the Russians out, but they will counterattack.
We push the Russians out, but they will counterattack? Well, I don't like the sound of that. How do we stop the Russians from counterattacking? What the hell's in the backdrop of this? So there's like 8 tornadoes. Does this like universe? It's just like tornadoes. They're like super common. Just imagine that as like, you know, of all the weird environmental disasters, it's just like tornadoes are super common and they're everywhere. Like look at all the freaking bloody tornadoes. It's comical. I don't even know like what kind of weathering could change on Earth to make like tornadoes that common. It's like impossible. Literally impossible. Yeah. Tons of forest fires here, yeah. I mean, it happens. You know what else happens? Getting people to like the stream. What? Subscribing's great. Donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Cool perks, emotes, icons. There's channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chatter, and great times. The Xbox store affiliate link and the Amazon store affiliate link too. What? I know, right? Crazy. Shouldn't I be falling faster? Am I on a parachute? Why was I falling so slow? That's weird. I didn't even have a parachute out. What are the physics on that? Strange. Just let Thomas sleep. Yes, hello there. What about Peppa Pig? I think Peppa Pig is leaving Game Pass, isn't Peppa Pig? Our friend, our colleague, our pal, Peppa Pig. Peppa, Peppa, Peppa. I do think that's one of the funnier things we've had show up on the channel is the Peppa Pig kind of tie-in stuff. I think it's pretty funny. You never know what's gonna be. Like, I never thought we'd have the big Gollum thing on the channel, but here we are. You never know what's gonna be that big twist and weirdness in life. DC Universe Online, I've done videos of it. It does very well for me. Yeah, I've done DC Universe. The Switch, very, very good. Same with, I think, the Series X video as well for that one. Did very well for me. That's actually something I want to do someday, not DC Universe, but Neverwinter. I'd love to do a stream of that one at some point, because that was like the early kind of console MMORPG. And it's still getting updated. Probably like ages behind, but it might be a fun little thing to do at some point. Man, it's nice to have internet that works. Jeez. Life-changing.
Enemy forces control Sector Charlie.
Ow. Gollum. Is what? Oh, jeez. I also did fit in a walk today too, which is amazing. Night walk after Transformers. Ugh. Exhausting. Like this map. Like this whole game is just kind of like, it's Battlefield, but it's just kind of like, it's just Battlefield. It's weird. Like aesthetically, it's good, but like, I don't know. It's weird, this one. I think it's because we're playing Conquest, probably. Always throws me off.
Watch for the storm.
Stop the Russians? God damn it, man. I want to get both of them. Ugh. Okay. So I guess I'm just kind of dead. Nobody else nearby? Alright. Yeah, for this map, I feel like they just kind of like stuck one of the ships from the other maps just right in the middle, and they just like called it a day. What the heck is going on? What is this? I didn't want to spawn on there. How did I even end up spawning on there? That's so weird.
Oh, back where they're incoming.
Just took Sector Alpha.
Incoming storm.
Oh yeah, I forgot the flow of the inside of this place is terrible too. Yeah, playing Breakpoint on this, or Breakthrough, is a nightmare. Hey Bailey Dale, you could revive. Actually, no, they probably can't even climb up here. No, they could hop up. Yeah, they probably won't want to. They won't even know where I am. Nor will care. Like a glitch in the Matrix on that vehicle? Jeez. map, I tell you. Battlefield 20th anniversary? Jeez. You know you're getting old when a lot of the franchises you like grew up alongside are turning like 20 and stuff. Oh god. It's like Halo reaching like 20 something. It's, oh man. The DMA group. Yeah, doing Break. Like, I don't know if you guys have played Breakthrough on this map, but it is a goddamn nightmare because it's like so tightly compacted into a space for like too many players. It's not even like fun. Like, what's the snow level? Oh, Hurt Locker. It's not fun like Hurt Locker. Am I gonna do Diablo tomorrow? I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. I really don't. Honestly, I have no idea. Right now, it's just been about getting the internet going again and trying to get everything like timeline-wise lined up again and catching up on stuff. And yeah, I knew we needed to get Battlefield out of the way, so glad we did that today. You know, 2042 here, so you know, tie in with the new update. But yeah, I really don't know. Probably Diablo. I don't know. Maybe something else. Who's to say? It's always a fun surprise. Damn it, dude. Anyways, killing people. When will we stream Sea of Thieves? I don't know if we'll ever end up doing that. I really like the dynamics of like the group and everything like that have completely changed between when we wanted to do Sea of Thieves and now. Like it's the game's changed, the people I know have changed. It's a completely different situation.
Please get up.
Oh, thanks for the donation there, Thomas. That was your first super chat? I thought you had done that before already. That's really? That's the first one? Anyways, thanks for the donation there. Always appreciate it. For the intensive 5 kills I provided on this really thrilling map. There's exhilarating edge of your seat action. I feel like grabbing the games that I showed off the other night just to show them off again to have something to talk about, but I don't think those ones had anything cool in the covers to go over. I like that when we had the original Xbox games, when I was buying those to show off, and I was like reading all the cover stuff. It was just hilarious what they used to print on those boxes. Okay. Let's go for E, I guess? I don't know. It all feels like open combat, like nonsense. Nice. So how are we doing now? We're winning. Wow, okay. Doesn't feel like it, but yeah, no, I guess we're up by a fair bit. Good. That's going well. Oh my god, I got this other movie I need to watch. It's like The Wrath of Becky, and it's like, ugh, I wanted to watch it last night, and then it was too late, and then it's like, ugh, where am I gonna find time to watch this movie? I just gotta like pick a portion of a day and just like watch it. That's what I was saying. I was like, why does it say that's like your first time? I'm like, I'm pretty sure you've done it like loads of times. When am I gonna start posting quizzes? Soon actually, yeah. No, quizzes are in the plans because I got the quizzes on there. Not for a while though. Like most of the stuff is like, I have to check my calendar, but like I think everything is scheduled for a while. Yeah, pools are scheduled till the 18th, so probably nothing before then unless I like swap things around, but yeah, I'm gonna do some quizzes. I gotta come up with quiz ideas, but we're gonna try quizzes and see how they do. Yeah.
If we don't stop them, they'll take every sector.
Trivia on the channel. Bum, 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 bum. God. Also really hyped for Mission Impossible. That was playing before the movie. They had the big trailer for it. And I was like, God, that movie just hypes me up. I think that's one of those strange franchises where it's like literally every movie just seems to get better and better and better. Those Mission Impossible films. Although that first one is still really, really quite iconic, I think.
Our forces have taken more sectors than the enemy.
It's actually going to be sad to see the end of the Mission Impossible films, but then again, we did get like, what, 8 really, really good films by the end of it, I'm imagining?
Every sector. Do not give the Russians a chance.
So, you know, a lot of other franchises, which is kind of like, what more could you ask? And then I'm sure they'll reboot it someday with someone else, but I don't know if it'll ever be quite the same. Oop. Okay, damn it. Of course I go right into that guy. Is it on iOS? Oh, I have no idea. You have a good one there, Thomas. The quiz game? I don't think the quiz game did very good. We did like, what, Trivial Pursuit wasn't like super popular. I want to do weird streams, but it's like, you know, if you don't have people watching the weird streams, it's like, you gotta get people, like lots of people watching your regular streams, and then you can do silly stuff. Quizzes. I do not have, nope, quizzes is not on iOS yet.
Enemy has conquered more sectors than us.
Yeah, no, it's not there. I did reach out to, what was it? Don Matrick. see if that guy wants to interview or something. I doubt he'll respond, but yeah. I did legitimately reach out. I thought that would be entertaining to get an interview. It's probably too busy, but we'll see. We will see. Ow, my knees. Seriously, look at all the bloody tornadoes, man. Could you imagine living in a society where like tornadoes are touching down every like 5 to 10 minutes, like multiple ones? What would you even do? You couldn't even like fix anything. Doesn't even make sense, like physics-wise. Like the tornadoes would just like group together to become like a super tornado, I would think. Among Us? Oh, that would be fun again. We haven't done that forever. To multiverses? Man, like, I gotta tell you, multiverses is just, it's done, man. It's finished. It's over, I'm sorry. I don't see multiverses coming back. Like, stream-wise, I don't see it happening. You never know, but, like, yeah, I don't think so. I think that one kind of had its time to shine. Like I said, when they take it down, I don't think it's gonna come back. I don't see that. Can I get a revive? Thank you. I think the bigger question is going to be the first member with the Sapphire level chatting. Friendly homie there, his subscription lapsed, so somebody could potentially catch up and be the first Sapphire member in chat. Yeah, that would be fascinating, unless YouTube adds new gear levels and stuff. Yeah. I can play it till the 25th, I can, but you know.
Spectacular work out there.
We won? Oh my god. Terrible map. Honestly, just terrible. Set the expiration of my post. How exciting. They need to add some SEO for these posts you make on the YouTube. I finished 18th. That sucks to suck. Alright, let's find another lobby. Give me something good. Yeah. There's still people, I bet there is. I don't know if there's much interest on multiverses and stuff, and I don't know if I have the interest on multiverses stuff. Yeah. He's only months ahead. Oh, you never know, right? This could be your chance to shine, man. I think Slaughter's actually the closest. Renewal. I like Renewal. I think that's a good one. We'll do Renewal. With Teddy, weak. The guinea pig roll card. A nice stuffy. There's only 11 players in the lobby? You've got to be freaking kidding me. Alright, we're gonna try a different lobby with more than 11 players. I like Renewal, but I don't wanna sit here and wait for Renewal. Maybe just another Reclaimed Conquest would be good. Yeah, it'd also be good to like the stream. What? Subscribing's great, donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Cool perks, emotes, icons, all that great stuff. There's channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chat on great times, the Xbox store affiliate link, and the Amazon store affiliate link too. Oh, so many affiliates, so many options. The Vampire Survivors update? I don't know. Most of the stuff just updates itself. If anything, I consider it an inconvenience if I have to go update something, you know, instead of the Xbox not doing it. Actually, did anybody else have their Xbox, like, turn itself to that, like, power mode where it's like power saving? I was like, I didn't sign up for this crap. I had to like restart my Xbox when that happened. I was like, what the heck, to get rid of it. Like, I don't care about power saving for the environment. I'm like, I want my console like ready on and good to go. I mean, I have a 4090. Do you think I really care about like power output or power input that much? I don't. I really don't. Sorry, environment. But I don't want to inconvenience my my console gaming. Yeah. Vampire Survivor streams. Remember when we tried that, but it kept disconnecting, like Diablo and stuff. The internet has just been perfect again tonight. This is what it's supposed to be. I can turn off the setting where it's like you gotta manually turn off the streams. Like, I can comfortably, I think, turn it off now and just end the streams when I want to end them, and they won't disconnect. Oh my god, this is great. This is what internet's supposed to feel like. Well, actually, internet's supposed to feel like fiber, so this is not really what internet's supposed to feel like, but this is what, like, as good as internet where I am is supposed to feel like. So there you go. Yep. Is there another team, or... trying to like look for someone. I'm just kind of like running around. I think the match is ending. Yeah, they got like 3 tickets left. Victory! That's what I'm talking about. 4K, it's taxing. I mean, kinda. Kinda, I suppose. That's no excuse. Are there statistics on how many people watch in 4K? I don't think so. It's more for the people that watch after, is why I do it in 4K. I also try to do the best quality I can. I don't know, like, I don't think Does YouTube provide that to me? Like, honestly, I only care about, like, the view count and how much money I get on streams. I don't really care about all the other metrics at all. Yeah. I don't know. Does it tell me what level of quality people watch it in? I honestly have no idea. I guess I could, like, look at the viewer statistics and see.
Lock in, load up.
Yeah, it's like the power save mode is cool, but I don't know. It's like I don't know why they threw it on me. It didn't give me a choice. Till after they applied it. Yeah, I can go to the live control room. I don't know. No, I don't think it really tells you what people... No, it doesn't tell you what quality people watch it on. I have no idea. Recalibrate your Xbox TV system? But why? Why would you need to do such a thing? You can't just ask a sniper his favorite scope. It depends on the terrain, the wind, and the target. Casper. So there's like quotes from these. What were these characters? Are they notepads? Was that what this was? I don't know. Level 85 in this game. Jesus. God, that's crazy. Can't believe I played that much of this. But you know when you're streaming in that. Who knows, like if I would have been streaming for like other games back in the day, who knows what like kind of crazy levels I'd be for like prestiging and stuff. Wild.
You're being deployed to Czechia. A foreign signal has revealed one of our secret logistics routes in the region. The source is unknown, but that does not matter. What matters is the Americans taking advantage of our exposure. We need you to secure this facility and ensure our supply of heavy armor as we push into the east. Cut the Americans off at the pass. You will be well rewarded.
Let's get it done.
Updating technical status.
I don't want to go for E. I'm going for the D, guys. I'm sure YouTube knows, yeah, but I have no idea. Yeah, I went to the controls room. I didn't see any details.
Our forces are moving to attack Delta 1.
We have taken Echo Sector.
Let's go, squad. Let's get this done. Ba-ba, ba-bum, ba-ba. Battlefield. I think the real battlefield was the battlefields that we would rather be playing. Funny.
Contact. U.S. troops identified. Now, no panic.
You know, I kind of never really understand when some of these big tentpole franchises like miss the mark, because it's like all you have to do is essentially re-release the same core gameplay and just like slightly change it up every time. And the Call of Duty does it perfectly. They rarely miss, and if they do, they still have one of the top-selling games of the year, if not the top-selling. So,
They've occupied
yeah,
every sector.
strange.
Command is watching. The enemy is conquering sectors at a rapid pace. They now hold more than that.
Damn it. What? Oh, I got revived and then just got shot. I thought I respawned. Alright. I don't know what it is about this one, but it feels like a lot smaller and tighter compared to the Battlefield 4 version. Which in turn, I don't know if it makes it perform better. Hardline? I mean, eventually we'll probably do another Hardline stream. I'd have to actually, like, honestly check if there's enough people playing Hardline, because there's, like, usually always, like, a lobby of it, but, like, I think the last time we streamed it, it was, like, barely playable, like, barely usable. So I'd actually really have to sit there and, like, test it out at some night and just like see how many players are playing it. But like, yeah, some of these games just like don't become viable anymore. Kind of like Battlefield 5 is basically at that point. Like, there's just not enough people playing it anymore. Unless we were to stream at a different time, yeah. I guess. Jeez. Gollum. I don't think we'll be doing more Gollum, guys. I think we've Gollumed it out. I've Gollumed hard, and I'm not, I don't want to Gollum again. So we've lost all 3 positions? Oh my god. Or all sectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, now 4 sectors. 4 out of 5. Ugh. Hmm. Did I get him? Ah, I got him. I avenged. What? Okay. Medic! I liked it better in like Call of Duty 3 where you could be like, medic! And then somebody would come and stab you in that. Yeah, no, Gollum will probably live on in our memories and stuff. There's quite a few games where it's like occasionally, like, you know, they become like things on the channel. Like Scorn and Callisto, and yeah, stuff like that. Become like long-term things. What about a farming sim?
What's our status?
Diablo 4? You should go check out the review I did of Diablo 4. It'll probably give you a good indicator of the excitingness of Diablo. It's good. It's a good game.
Men supplies! Use them! Here, use it!
Hmm. Ugh. We really are just absolutely getting our asses handed to us. It's like embarrassing. They're literally spawn trapping us. Oh my god. I didn't think this match would be that fast. I thought we'd be playing for a bit. Holy dude. Like, this is to the point where you almost like quit out and like find a different lobby almost. Jeez.
We are nearly out of resources. End this quickly.
I think that's like one of the fastest Battlefield matches I've ever had in my life. That was insane, dude. Holy. I don't know if I ever said I was gonna check out Farming Sim. I've got Story of Seasons, It's a Wonderful Life, which is like a farming thing. I don't know if I ever saw that Farming Sim 23 came out or whatever. But I guess I should take a look at that, or I don't know. There's a lot in the queue. Ugh. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Jeez, that was bad. Like, they literally just smoked us.
Lock in, load up.
Like, completely smoked us. What else is actually on the list for tomorrow? Ugh. A few things to do. You quit the game and uninstall. I mean, probably after this. I need to keep space open for crap. Although I do think things are going to slow down a bit, because we got Diablo, and I think it's just like smaller stuff through the summer. And it's going to be like a crazy fall. Crazy fall. I don't want to play on the Russian team. We always get our asses kicked. Look, the Russians suck at, like, war. It's like they're losers. Yeah, you have a good one there.
Reloading, cover me.
Oh, jeez. I am so beat today.
We are initiating an attack on Delta 1.
We have taken command of Echo Sector.
Our strategy is working. We now control more sectors than the enemy.
Our strategy's working? You mean just like run forward and try to capture stuff? Ooh. It's just great team coordination and effort out there on the battlefield. You know, our groups, we communicate better than their groups. It's about chemistry, synergy, power. Yep. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Or so I've heard.
Tango's down. Cover me. I'm reloading.
Strike that objective!
Good luck to your squad.
Our forces are advancing to take Charlie 2.
I can't see anything. I just assume it's going well because we're capturing this, so yeah. Yeah, no, it's gonna be good fall here. I'm expecting very, very good Call of Duty performance again this year. Modern Warfare 2 did very well, so it was a good sustained well. Although Vanguard was still the peak for most viewed streams, but consistency-wise, Modern Warfare 2 was absolutely phenomenal. So I'm expecting Modern Warfare 2, 2.5, or Modern Warfare 3, or whatever that comes out this year to do very well. Not to mention all the supplementary games releasing, Starfield, everything like that. So my Xbox actually gives me access to Starfield ahead of launch so I can create content. We'll see how that works.
One of our objectives is being invaded.
Yeah. So Battlefield will skip another year? I don't know, maybe Battlefield's going to be a surprise game that comes out. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, there's been no rumors or anything, so that'll probably be another Battlefield skipping year, I guess. I don't know. We'll see if they come back strong or not, or what's going to happen there. Actually, funny enough, you know, with this supposed to be like a COD skip year, it would have been perfect for them to launch a Battlefield. But I don't think this franchise really does compete with COD anymore. This is what I don't get is their investor meeting. They're like, we want to put one of these out every 2 years, and it's like, that's obviously right off the radar now. I haven't heard them say anything else in their investor meetings, like, you know, it's different for that, so. I really don't get it. I really don't. That would be funny, though, if they get the Battlefield, like a surprise announcement and stuff. But usually Battlefield leaks pretty well. Like, that one, you typically know when a Battlefield's coming. Maybe some of these companies just tighten up their leaks. 'Cause like I said, pretty sure Xbox has been doing that. That's why a lot of the usual insiders for Xbox have no goddamn idea what's going on with the showcase. So Xbox is actually keeping stuff quiet.
We are assaulting Charlie 1.
which is great. Why every 2 years? Because of money. Money. Well, that was kind of a big thing, though, was people were excited about Modern Warfare 2 being like a long Call of Duty game, right? And then they're like, nah, money. I think Battlefield, like, I think EA in general has always looked at COD and been like, why can't we do that and make that kind of money? And I don't know if Battlefield has the sustainability to make that work. They've tried their best, I just don't think it works for them. Oh god. I saw that grenade like pop right up to me. Alice Madness Returns is good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's a really cool game. Make sure you download I think it's a DLC pack that's free, and it gives you the first Alice game as well to play within Alice Madness Returns. Yeah. So I hope you enjoy that. Yeah. I wish I was in LA. Feel left out. Where's the love Xbox? It's probably because of my complaints on Redfall. Oh well, is what it is. I guess the big test actually will be to see if Xbox sends me like food goodies this year or not. Yeah. If they do, I'm in the good books still. If they don't, it's like, ooh. It's usually like a few days or the day of, I get like a box of like things to eat while I'm watching the stream. Let Xbox cook. Cook what? Anyways, it's been a while. Be sure to like the stream. Subscribing's great. Donations cool. Consider becoming a channel member. Cool perks, emotes, icons, all that great stuff. There's channel member gifting, the Patreon option, the Discord for stream alerts, chat and great times, the Xbox store affiliate link, and the Amazon store affiliate link too. Fun, 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 fun in the battlefield. I don't know, I am pretty tired. I'm sure you can see that. Taking down that American flag, guys. Hope that isn't your country because it's being descended. Look at it slowly going down the hook. To the ground where it belongs. Here we go. That's a real We got it, guys. For the motherland.
Good work. Hostiles invading one of our objectives. Our troops have taken an objective.
Cook a great showcase? How do you cook a great showcase?
The American forces have rival sector.
You put together a great showcase, you don't cook it. This isn't the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Although, like, again, I really don't see how you couldn't make something like Zelda for your platform. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like that kind of game would be something that would be something people would try to emulate. And they, you know, do similar stuff in other games, but man, it seems weird people can't crack that and there isn't like a big Zelda competitor, right? Because Zelda is like huge for numbers. So how are we doing this match? We're winning by a bit. We have all the positions. I don't know why we're not winning by more, but you know. That's how it goes. I am sufficiently tired of this level, though. Ah, crap. I can't believe I actually killed that guy. I literally cannot believe I killed that dude. Seriously, I don't know how I got him. Fighting in the little crappy tunnel. Okay, yeah, no, the tides are turning a little bit, I think, in our favor, but it's still, like, pretty close tickets-wise. Another thing I wanted to do a stream of was that Company of Heroes, but kind of opted to remove it so I could put some other stuff in for installs. Still gotta do that Star Trek. Oh god, there's so many games I gotta get done. Rumor about, is there like a new rumor about Xbox partnering up with Nintendo? Because that one's been rumored for so long that I don't necessarily believe it at this point. Like, obviously Xbox wants Game Pass everywhere, but yes, is that like a new rumor? Because that was an oldie, and it just kind of like, Nintendo already very clearly stated they don't want Game Pass, so unless there was some kind of crazy deal that was worked out, I don't believe that's still going to be the case. But it would be interesting if it happened. Would probably do videos of everything running on the Switch. I mean, hell, I'll download Fortnite for friggin' Optimus Prime. Hell yeah, man. Transformers. When does that come out? It'll be like, what, Tuesday or something for Fortnite? Like, when did they do their updates? Tuesday nights? I think it's Tuesday nights, right? Monday night? Things could change, they always do. What are you, like, freaking Master Chief in Halo Infinite? The mission changes. It always does. Yeah. God. Ugh. Unforgiven. Like that Metallica song. So I drive a little ATV somewhere.
Well done. We have secured almost every sector. Bravo sector fully secure.
God, this vehicle handles like garbage. Can you just let me drive, dude? Can you just let me drive for 2 seconds? He's like, he saw me struggling to drive, and he's just like, I'm gonna put this guy out of his misery. He could just let me do like a little zip, zip, zip. Yeah. Fortnite. Oh, you guys love Fortnite. You want to see Lara, Kratos, and Marcus, and Master Chief enjoy their time together. You know you want it. You know you want to see Optimus. But only if it's Optimus with like the 80s style. If I can't unlock an 80s style of Optimus, I don't care. It's 80s or bust. Actually, very much looking forward to reading on Reddit tonight about like people's thoughts on that Transformers movie. Just so curious to think about the ending twist stuff. Yeah. Crossfire. No, Crossfire lives on. It's a PlayStation exclusive now. They took it over. It's a VR Crossfire. Crossfire lives. And it'll always live on PC, too. God, that kills me. Crossfire VR. Like, if they had that limited of a market with Crossfire X on Xbox, which is like a pretty shooter's area, right? Like a pretty shooter's platform. And you're gonna put your shooter, which is like a VR-only shooter, on the PSVR. It's like, there's an even smaller group of people. I don't see how that one's gonna take off. I really don't. Like, I don't need, like, I don't see how you'd have a big enough community of people wanting to do VR shooters, like, enough to have, like, a community that makes it worthwhile. I can't see that one working.
An objective is under siege.
It does look neat, though. If only I had the VR to cover it with, but... Eh. Got enough stuff on the go anyways.
Command is watching.
As a teammate. I guess we'll go after E1, I suppose. Man, I miss ground operations and breakthrough stuff. On the bright side, we've almost won. They've only got 200 tickets left. Less than half of ours.
Our enemy has been pushed back on all fronts.
Ah, god damn it. Ugh. No. Think about like a 14-hour day right now. No wonder I'm so freaking exhausted. Holy. Ugh. You do know house buying and selling and moving takes like a lot of time, right? Like, it's usually a pretty lengthy process. Actually, they increased the interest rates here at the Bank of Canada. So I continue to hope that it will help me, but it still hasn't yet. But yeah, I continue to hope that that will be helpful. Ugh.
We have secured an objective. Our troops have captured Charlie sector. Our enemy has taken terrible casualties. They're nearly spent.
Yeah, we got this in the bag. Although I'd love to see it come back for the other team. Americans just don't have what it takes, guys. Yeah, I saw about Friday the 13th. I'm gonna miss that one. We'll still be able to stream Friday the 13th though before the end. We'll try to fit in some more streams. They still haven't won yet? Oh my god. There's time for me to fit in another death. Woo! That's what it's all about, guys. Dying. I'm being alive. I'm being alive. Bam. That's a good victory. Alright, I'm done. I'm exhausted. Have a good one, guys.